Rizzle, baby.
Yeah. Welcome to the. My stuff is wet. Is my stuff acting okay? I don't know. When I try to turn my live on, the freaking clip, my intro, it was saying that it can't play or something, failed to play and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Let me do some real funny.
Great time. It's time for some super chats.
I'll just play one more clip. It's like, what the is going on, bro? This is a little. Let me do this. Let me do this real quick. So, I don't know what the hell's going on. Hey, can y'all guys hear me? I know it's not many people in here. It looks like it's okay. Okay, I guess. But yeah, it's messed up my whole vibe. Let me just play the intro real quick, and then we get into the video. Let me just play the intro. I can play it. Come on, I just messed up my whole vibe, bro. Like, what the heck is going on? Let me just play my intro, guys, and then we'll go from here. Let me just do this real quick. Let me do this.
Rizzle, baby.
Yeah. Welcome to the Riz Academy, where we get busy. Enjoy the soothing vibes while we teach a game. We here to rise up and claim all the fame. Leave all the lames behind, they just lame. Bring your pink tuxedo, no need for bow tie. We break down the myths and the lies. Master the game, make the crowd rise. Get the hugs of your dreams, reach the skies. You're listening, say it louder, we the champions, feel the power, Step in the spotlight, let your light shine. Every move calculated, every line divine. No time for fakes, we cut through the fake. Build up the real till the foundation shake. Bring your pink tuxedo, no need for bow tie. Break down the myths and the lies. Master the game, make the crowd rise. Get the hugs of your dreams, reach the sky. Y'all listening, say it louder, we're the champions, feel the power,
Salute.
Rizzle 2026, baby. Rizzle 2026, baby.
Give me a second. Just one more second, guys. Just one more clip. Salute. Hope everyone's doing well on this lovely Wednesday. I know I haven't went live yesterday, but I'm changing. I'm still doing some things and everything. Back on schedule. Try to build our algorithm, try to build our viewership and stuff like that. I know I have been lacking, so forgive me. I know that's not many people, but like I said, we're going to build that up. I want to drop a video tomorrow on Thursday. I'm going to try to drop, because this week was kind of wonky. So, by the way, before I get into it, my stuff was like, I don't know what was going on. Everything was acting weird, so I had to reset and all that kind of stuff. So that was on me. But I don't know what was happening to StreamYard, but everything seemed fine. It was a little laggy, but we back at it, and all that good stuff. But let me see. So let's get that out of the way. But what I was saying before is that we gonna be dropping videos. I said that like weeks ago, but this time I kind of have an idea. You know, obviously we're gonna build this plane as we go, so I'm still learning how to edit videos and stuff like that. I'm good with pictures and little effects here and there, like little clips, but when it comes to like long pre-recorded videos and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It definitely takes time, work. You know, it makes me appreciate editors a lot more. You know what I mean? Just doing all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely gonna take the time and learn how to edit and stuff like that. But so far, I dropped a video like 2 or 3 days ago. So we're gonna drop our pre-record tomorrow, and then next week I kind of have the idea, vision. So Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday. So 3 times a week with the videos. Trying to upload some shorts too, and do my two live streams. You know what I mean? Just to work things up. You know, see what's going on, all that kind of stuff. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Next week it will be a lot more structure. And when it comes to the timing for my lives, I'm gonna try to do live around like the 2 or 3 p.m. route. The late night vibes is cool here and there, but I know the later it gets, I be not gonna lie, I be knocked out at night. You know what I mean? I be sleep. I be up at night sometimes, but my whole vibe be kind of laid back. So it really depends. But I think that overall, I think I wanna choose the early slot. You know what I mean? The early slot is gonna be my kind of vibe. I gotta go this because this might be pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, I didn't know there's not many people in here. You know what I mean? But if anybody wants to join the panel, you're more than welcome. And like, share, subscribing. Definitely help us get in the algorithm. It definitely helps. All that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just want to give y'all guys a heads up from what's going to happen this week to next week and for so on and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So we still figuring things out. So bear with me. Let me change the slide. Let me change this. Man, let me see something. This is pissing me off, low-key. This mic thing, I don't know what's going on with it. Because you're supposed to like twist it. You know what I mean? Like twist it in. But this thing don't work. So I gotta like glue it. Yeah, I gotta get some crazy glue or something to glue this thing in place. Because this thing is gonna keep falling. It's literally crooked. So I gotta fix this. This is pissing me off. But yeah, guys. So that's all I gotta do. And everything. I'm low-key kind of pressed out because, bro, look, yesterday, my freaking fan broke. So I got the central air plane, but I do love my fan though. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling kind of hot right now and everything. I put my wig joint on my other chair. It was like hanging on the side of the chair. And I freaking put my you know how the fan on, you know how like sometimes the hair might just get trapped in the fan. So I think my freaking parts of the hair got stuck in the fan and freaking kind of got the fan part stuck. So I gotta see if it's still if it's resalvageable. Try to see what's going on. If not, I gotta get a new fan, bro. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of my ranting. But y'all gotta see on the title. Let me get my freaking charger. My charger's acting up. But that's give me a second. Hey, extra stuff. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so like I said, I would have changed my schedule on the evening shows. So I used to do the evening shows, and then I switched it at night. But honestly, the night shows are full here and there. But I don't know. So far, I'm gonna stick to the evening. See how that goes. You know what I mean? And sooner or later, I might have to change it on a later spot. Let me do this real quick, guys. Give me a second. Yo, I'm getting, yo, I swear on my soul. I'm sick of this live, bro. Why am I getting my freaking record? Yo, this is pissing me off. My freaking battery is low, and that quick, it freaking died on me. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my freaking gosh. But we back at it. Like I was saying, I want to stick to the earlier live. I like the evening live. Just my energy is up more. Have more energy and all that good stuff. And like I said, some things I'm not going to say much, but I might have to change it to the later streaming schedule. Maybe later in a month or so, depending on what's going on. But so far, I'm going to do the evening ones. I just like the evening vibes a lot more better. I stick those night shift to Nino. Shout out to Nino, man. Shout out to Nino. Shout out to Zata in the building. But enough of me rambling. I got seen the title. We're going to do an Instagram roulette. And then we're going to react to a Kendra G live and everything. We're going to see what's that about. And obviously, if you don't want to join a panel, add y'all perspective, add y'all opinions, want to talk about a topic or whatsoever, you are more than welcome to join the panel. You are more than welcome to join the panel. And we get this, you know, oh my. I'm getting sick of this. I'm getting sick of this. Let me do this real quick. Y'all gotta see me struggling on this live, bro. Bear with me. See, this is why I do the evening live, because if it's nighttime where my vibe is already low, I would have been crashed out. But we back at it. So like I said, I dropped the link to the StreamYard and shout out to Lady Zaza for dropping that Cash App link. You know what I mean? Support the Academy, you know what I mean? I know y'all like the colors with the super chats and stuff like that, but we not there right now. May God bless us. We'll get that stuff situated soon. But the Cash App is very much appreciated. Money is money. You know what I mean? So if you want to support, whether it's $1, $2, $10, or $20, it's very much appreciated. Little money to big money, it all grows. So all that good stuff. And even if you don't got any money or anything, liking, sharing, subscribing, help us get us in the algorithm so other people can see us, subscribe, and get all that viewership and attention. So either way, you're going to help. Appreciate y'all support. But besides that, let me see what we got. Obviously, y'all know we always gonna do our we're gonna do our Instagram roulette first, and then we're gonna get to the video on YouTube, Kendra G. So we're gonna see what we got on here. Let me share my screen real quick. Okay. Let me change my screen. All that kind of stuff. There's not many people on here, but we go to if anybody wants to join panel, we can get our discussions, or I can get my perspective. Y'all can hear me ramble and all that good stuff. But let's see what we got. Let me put this on full screen because it's kind of low. Let me see what we got on here. Let's see what we got. Let me turn this music down in the background. Let me turn this music down. So let's see what we got on the algorithm. Let's see what we got. So let's go from here. Let me see. So let me see right here. It said this has to be one of the worst things this could ever be witnessed. My family puts plates and spoons and food in the sink. Sure, you need to go to jail. Okay, so this is the building maintenance. Okay, we're going to see what this is about. Let's do this. Let me reset. So the building maintenance man comes into their home and what? And urinates in their sink. Oh, hell no. What the? What? Oh, that is trifling. Yo, he farted too.
Really.
Y'all heard that man took a fart. Yo, that is disgusting. Yo. I'm not gonna play the full clip again. Y'all heard that. And then not only that, he pissed in the sink. He had the audacity to fart. Like, what? Yo, you'll never really know what's going on in people's houses, bro. Like, you'll never know what's going on. Cause that, like, at that point, bro, you should shoot a freaking maintenance fire. Like, yo, if somebody did that in my house, urinate. And this is why, because some people be talking about, oh, why y'all had cameras in your houses? Why y'all be putting cameras? Let me see. Why y'all be putting cameras in your homes and stuff like that, bro? Sometimes, like, cameras is good for security safety. You know what I mean? Like this. Now, thank God somebody recorded it. I mean, thank God a cameraman recorded the freaking situation, because no, that ain't it, bro. Like, somebody gotta fight. Like, if somebody did that, man, germaphobe, but I'm a little bit of germaphobe tendencies. It's not like an OCD thing, but I do got a little bit of germaphobe tendencies. You know what I mean? Like, somebody drinks something already, I low-key don't want to, drink it afterwards. I want to be the first one to take the sip. But like this, I'm not gonna lie, bro, it's gonna take me a while. Like, I low-key want to move out that joint. Low-key want to move, because you not want to even use that shit. And Dada, this man had the audacity to fart. Like, what is, like, so you telling me they don't got a toilet or something like that? You telling me that they don't got a toilet? So wait, you think in your mind that, oh, using the toilet is inappropriate, so you think it's going to be more appropriate is to urinate and release yourself in the sink? Yeah, that ain't it. That is disgusting. What else do we got? We don't got much on the Instagram roulette, but let's see what else. We got something that's a little more on the funnier side. Jinx out there, you know what I mean? They kind of upgrading the catfishing. I just I don't know. Some people are weird. Some people trifling like that. Kind of like with the Uber Eats. I never used Uber Eats or anything, but I heard stories where some people, when they ordering somebody's food to the house, sometimes those Uber drivers be like drinking the person's milkshakes or eating their food and then delivering it to them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, people be literally eating your food while giving it to you. Strangers. You know what I mean? So yeah, people be wild. You really don't know what people be doing. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I'm not. So some people be talking about, oh, why you have security cameras in your houses? I think there's common sense to understand, but man, I see why people get security, like maintenance man or stuff or whatsoever. Like, some people allow the like maintenance people to come in the house and do what they gotta do. But like, for me, like, I would rather have somebody in the house or a day where I can be there to monitor what they doing. You know what I mean? Especially I don't got cameras. It's like, you don't, like, people be stealing, doing weird stuff like that. You never really know what's going on. You know what I mean, with these people. So that's where I hope you get fired. But this clip right here, right? We got these fake silicone hit and butt enhancers now available in different lengths and volumes. So these women's out here getting a freaking BBL booty silicones. Let me see.
Do you prefer them thick, like maxi thick? You want them medium? Okay, you prefer them light.
That is wild.
Short, or even long to enhance your thighs a little bit. Major shapewears go to sorted with all forms of silicone shapewears. Name them. Yani, be it pads, be it the silicone boobies. So we have everything for everyone. Baby girl, how do you prefer your artificial BBL shapewears?
This is a little. I think this is a little too much.
You want them medium? Okay, you prefer them light, short, or even long
that's
to
crazy.
Enhance your thighs a little bit. Major shapewears go to sorted with
like
all
a
forms of silicone
I see.
shapewears. Name them. Yani, be it pads, be it the silicone boobies. So we have everything for
boobies
everyone.
Too. Yo, you could literally build a freaking fake body. I say to the men's out there, y'all gotta be careful, because now they're getting these kind of stuff. You really don't know. Like, with outfits like that, unless it really matches your skin. But like, if you touch them, y'all probably can feel the silicone thing. But see, I don't know, bro. Look, I just think, on my opinion on that, to each their own. But like, I think like the body shapers or even the push-up bras, right? But like, this is just full-blown You literally getting a literal fake half body on your body. It's like, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, bro. This hit the gym. I don't know. I think this is sort of a little too much. This is kind of crazy to me. But everybody, everybody gotta do their own thing. I just think that's kind of wild. Like, imagine your girl better than surgery. Hey, I guess so. It's temporary, you know what I mean, gratification, you know what I mean, to make you feel better, like, about your body. But, like, how do you do with that with a date? You know what I mean? Like, this whole time you got your girl. That's a good question. Like, if you get some guys on the panel, I'm going to ask them this question. You know what I mean? Like, if your girl was, in wearing that, and then on the wedding day or something like that, she take it off. Like, are y'all going to still be with her or what? Like, I wonder what the guys going to say about this. But, yeah, that's wild. That's wild, look. You know what I mean? Don't let me wrong. I love me some curves. You know what I mean? I would like to have a little bit more curves on my body. But, look, I'm not that desperate for it. I'm sorry, man. That's just not me. But what else we got on our timeline? Let's see what else we got on our algorithm. Let's see what else we got. And like, share, subscribe. People support the show. Support the good show. So we got this clip. Females in Houston is too bold for me. I think I've seen a little bit of this clip, and I low-key kind of got the cringe from it. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, right? Nothing wrong with shooting your shot to a guy. Poppy! Salute. Hope you're doing well, Poppy. Don't get me wrong, right? You know what I mean? My dating rate is kind of high here. I feel kind of sad because my freaking... What happened to my... I feel kind of sad because my freaking fan got broke. You know what I mean? I broke my fan because my freaking wig... Some of the hair got into the fan. You know what I mean? I got the central ear, but, I do like the fan right on me. But, yeah, so I'm feeling kind of sad. I'm feeling kind of in my feelings about it.
Sorry.
So we're gonna try to rock out on this show, But yeah, try not to get musty. Try not to get musty. But yeah, don't get me wrong, shooting your shot, you know what I mean, to a guy you like is cool. You know what I mean? Some women are a little more bold than others. Some women don't do that shooting the shot. Some women, you know what I mean? But there's a difference between being bold. I'm liking the studio you put together, little kid. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm building it. Trying to, play with the background and stuff like that. Got the paint, girly, background, the cherry beer. I appreciate it. I do my little thing. With the people, they got the those neon lights and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm trying to build up that little Twitch, background. We building it. You know what I mean? Trying to be professional. I appreciate you seeing my me building my thing. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, Poppy. Appreciate it. Yeah, Jaja. Yeah, man. Yeah, it be like that. But yeah, there's a difference between being bold and a difference between being thirsty, right? Like, you can shoot your shot, but you don't want to look all thirsty and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't mind shooting my shot to a guy. You know what I mean? As prop, somebody think that I'm off all excited, extroverted and stuff, but in real life, like in real whole life, I'm more on the side. You know what I mean? I'm kind of more on the side, laid back, nonchalant side. But even with me being a little shy and stuff, like if I see a guy that's really attractive or and I'm attracted to him, I don't mind, say, how are you? You know what I mean? But all the extra stuff, all that, like, ooh, I need you, like, just get a little on the extra side. Nah, look, you don't want to come off as thirsty, ladies. You need to get some portraits from Amazon or Temu. It will look dope. Portrait, yeah, I got a couple. I can get more portraits, not gonna lie. Like, I got a little more. I gotta clean my room. My room is kind of messy, so I gotta clean this room after I do this live. My room is a little crowded, but yeah, I got a couple portraits. Well, y'all don't really see it, but I got the portraits. I set on the artwork on this part of the area, but I got a lot more white space right here. So I wanna get maybe 3 or 4 and add them in my room and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely got a white room that I need to decorate more. You know what I mean? So yeah, we still building this flag. Thanks. Next time. Salute, beautiful. Hope you're doing well, love. Hope you're doing love, beautiful. Hope you're doing well on this lovely, nice Wednesday. You know what I mean? Try to stay cool because I know the weather's humid out there. But yeah, I go get some more portraits and stuff like that. it's really fun to decorate it and everything. But I see you too, Poppy. I see you doing your you got the 2 freaking laptops with the mic and everything. You see you gotta add some color in the background. But other than that, I see you doing your thing too. I see you doing your thing. Shout out to you. See, we got a lot of upcoming podcasters up in here. But let's review this clip. Let's see what this clip is about. And like I said, like, share, subscribe, guys. If y'all want to join a panel, you obviously are very much welcome to hit the panel. But let's see what we got on this clip right here. Give me a second. Let's see. I mean, that guy's cute. You know what I mean? He rocking on his pink stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
How you feel about me this for you?
Yeah, that's what I like for real.
That's what you like for real?
You want to fuck me so bad.
Now, I'm just trying to figure something out.
You want to fuck me so bad. What you thought I was going to overreact?
No, I'm just trying to see how you was gonna react. Cause they paid us and paid for you and shit.
You're not ready for me, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm ready for.
You're not ready for me.
Let me see. Slow down, Big Camera. You talking too fast. Pace yourself with this. Yeah, that's something I'm working on because I be talking back too fast. So let me slow down. I appreciate you because I be talking fast. That's something I try to get better at. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all can see this lady in the building. Her legs all on him and everything. Her legs all on him. Yeah, like, how y'all guys feel about that? Kenda, the human typer. Appreciate you. Like I said, I can play the clip one more time. The woman, you know what I mean? Let me turn this down because it has music in the background. But Heartbreaker, they roasted her in the chat, man. They roasting her in the chat. But yeah, like I said, ladies who watching this, you know what I mean? This is the behavior like at the Rizzler Academy, right? This is the behavior that we do not condone, that we don't agree with. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with shooting your shot, but when you doing all that extra stuff, like rubbing up on them and stuff, it just makes you look very easy. It just makes you look very cheap. You know what I mean? Like you don't want guys to think that you just an easy target. You know, like he's fast and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like you know, a little bit touch on the shoulder and stuff like that. But when you all on them and doing stuff like that, it's just a turn off, and it just look tacky. You know what I mean? Especially as a woman. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a little bold, but you still gotta have a little bit of femininity. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be doing stuff like that. You can't be doing stuff like that. Guys like a little bit of the chase, you know? Guys like a little bit of the chase, but it's too a little bit aggressive, you know? So that's my advice. That's my advice on it. But yeah, let's see what else we got on the Instagram roulette. Let me see. So we got this lovely lady up here. Things you should not be doing in a relationship. You know what I mean? So we go to see what this lovely lady, this lovely young woman, you know what I mean? She looks like she's in my generation, Gen Z, maybe late millennial, but she looks like she's Gen Z, right? And she has her opinions, and I want to see if I agree with them or not, you know? But let's see what we got. We want to see what this woman got up here. I kind of forgot what she said in this
Things
video.
That you absolutely should not be doing if you're in a relationship. These are just my personal rules. So if you don't agree, it just is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. You absolutely should not be being friends with somebody that you dated. Realistically, after y'all broke up, what do you have to talk about? What? I've never in my life been friends with my ex while I had a boyfriend. I just feel like that's so disrespectful. This one is for the more grown relationships.
I think I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. You know what I mean? I agree with that part. I think like when y'all had kids, you know what I mean? Like y'all didn't work out and you with somebody else, you know, and so y'all might have to still interact with each other, but I think that it shouldn't be like all friendly and haha. I know some people are different on this, but I think that once you break up with that person or once y'all split your ways, I think that like being friends, I disagree on this. You ready? We can pull up. I don't know about that, guys. It's like, let me see. Do Chris Brown got these problems? What problems? He be taking other women, other men's girls. You know what I mean? I mean, he's a whole different case. But for me, like I said, I'm not saying that y'all got to hate each other. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all see each other, y'all could be acquaintances and stuff like that. But when it comes to like relationships, like being, you know, like friends and hanging out and stuff like that, especially that's your ex, and y'all already had an intimate connection, y'all had extreme feelings for each other and all that kind of stuff. For me, I wouldn't risk that. Because like y'all was in a whole romantic relationship with each other. You know what I mean? Like I said, y'all don't have to hate each other. Y'all can still be social. Yo, Prosper, bring it. Yo, why you just coming up here just trying to stir up things, bro? Are you want to add to the conversation? You know what I mean? Like, what? Yo, Prosper, let me ask you this question. Would you still be friends? Or would you let your girl be friends with her ex while you're in a relationship with her? That's a question. Let me see. Does Zaza need to wait or does she want to come up? Let me give her a second. Okay, look like she's ready. Let's bring her up. Zaza with the red hair, just like me.
Yes. Of course, I got you.
Salute, love.
Hi, Cammy.
Yes. How you doing, love?
I'm doing all right. You?
I'm doing great. Try to stay cool in this mushy weather.
Mm-hmm.
Trying. Yeah.
30 hella hot here in California.
I know, probably like 90, probably 100. Shoot. I know y'all be having some hot days over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, man, right. But I see you, had you ever been in a relationship with your puppy dog, Phil? Sir, nobody cares about your opinion, my guy. Like, I'm gonna chill. Let me talk to my girl Zaza. Zaza, I think you had a disagreement on that subject. You know what I mean? You believe in that two people, a man or a woman, can be friends with their ex while in a relationship?
Yes. I'm still friends with my ex, So that's why I disagree. And maybe it has to do with age too.
Mm-hmm.
Like but I will say this though, like you cannot have any you cannot be sexually attracted to them though. Because if there's still some sexual tension and stuff, then yeah, I don't think it would be possible. But yeah, you just can't. So my ex, I don't see him in that way anymore. And and I've been with my husband for almost 14 years or 15 years. Yeah. So
shout out to y'all. Wishing y'all many more. Right. Okay. I have my opinions, right? And the thoughts and stuff like that, I'm not accusing you of, Zaza. You know what I mean? I'm just basing my opinions on some people cases. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's a claimer. So I was saying you know what I mean? You think that it's kind of risky? Because like I was saying before, if you are in a relationship, right? And I'm not saying you do that. You know what I mean? That y'all the goods, but people in general, right? That's out here doing that thing. You think that because if they already in a relationship and y'all had that mind and stuff like that, and y'all had y'all break up and stuff like that, you don't think that there might especially y'all not on bad terms, what other things can y'all really talking about as friends? You know what I mean? Hanging out and stuff like that. I'm not saying that y'all should hate each other, but when you're friends, you usually hang out or maybe talk a little bit, you know what I mean? On that kind of capacity, because I just think that
well, with my ex, with my ex, it's when we talk and hang out, it's just catching up. So it's just because we're on good terms, we're friends. That doesn't mean that I see him every other day or something like that. And so it's just to catch up, make just checking up on one another, and it is risky. It is, in the very beginning when I was just dating my my husband. He knew, he knew of my ex because, see, I was friends with with them before I dated them, so that I think that might be I think that's probably why. And it would be okay. Like my husband was okay with like me still talking to my ex because he knew, he knew who he was. So,
Right. Yeah.
go ahead.
Poppy, I'm not gonna put that comment on the screen, but look at Poppy's comment. On top of my Poppy ignore comment. Poppy. Interesting. What's interesting about what? Okay, I respect that. Except for me, I can't really see myself like being friends with my ex while I'm friends with my guys. Like I said, for me, it's just feel like you've been intimate with that person. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's the whole romantic relationship. So once y'all leave and stuff like that, like I'm saying, if y'all see each other, say hi and move on. But like when it comes to like the extra stuff, like checking on her or talking to her, it's just like y'all just had too much history and stuff like that already. I just don't like you. There's so many other people to hang out with. You know what I mean? It's just something that I couldn't do or wouldn't do, especially if I'm already in a new relationship. And I know that like even people that say they're not attracted to each other. So I mean. There was something about that person for you to even be attracted to in the first place. You know what I mean? Especially if y'all can, I guess, leave on some very bad terms. There's the thing is when people break up and then sometimes what is it called? Go back from the street or it's like go get back with each other again. You know what I mean? I forgot the term, but like people, get back together. So like, y'all talk a lot or y'all start talking to each other and y'all friends and stuff like that. Those feelings, might pop up. I just think it's such an intimate, intimate thing. For me, I wouldn't, think that's appropriate, but that's just for me and stuff like that. It's just not something I play around,
You're right. Yeah, that's what, like I said, you can't have any, sexual like attraction, in order to still like be, like cordial with one another. And, with my, like I said, with my ex, because we were friends. The sexual attraction has like left that relationship like a long time ago, and we just weren't compatible as lovers. I guess you could sort of say, because you get into a relationship in hopes that in hopes that you want to like get married, start a family, and stuff like that. And so if you don't see that, if you don't see that with me, then yeah, like we can't be together. And so. But we were good friends because before we dated my ex, we were friends. We were, great friends. So we're like, okay, should we? So it wasn't so much as like the sexual attraction that made us, like go to the next step. It was just, like, oh, you want to try this out because we hang out a lot, and then that's what made us like start dating or whatever. And then and we dated for like. For like 4 years, about 4 years, and so
okay,
and it was I was going through like a lot of family drama and stuff, so it wasn't like all that. But I will say though, like that there's the reason why I'm still friends with him, because he was a great friend. He was there for me, and as well as I was there for him. Go ahead.
So y'all already had a friendship development. It's not like y'all first seen each other. It's like, oh, romantically. It was like, oh, it's already friends. Y'all took the risk to be with each other. It was already that connection. Okay, I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Poppy, you owe me a $10 cash app. Okay, you owe me a $10 cash app for this question. If you don't want to answer this, okay, y'all. Cammy, ask Zaza. She's friends with her as a married queen. That guy that used to hype her. How is that possible?
I don't see him that way.
Owe me $10, please. Go ahead.
I don't see him that way. When I'm, like I said, when we catch up and stuff, it's usually like maybe like once a year thing. Like he'll message me, like every other month or something, just to see how we're doing. But I still consider him as a friend. Like if he needs someone to talk to, then I'm there. He's gone through, a few relationships. With my ex, and after him, then, got with my husband, and then we got married. And so, yeah, like I will say this: there are women that don't like that too, right? Like my first ex, I was when we broke up, we were still friends, and then his he got with a chick, and she didn't like the fact that he was like that he was still friends with me, so he had to break off the friendship, which I was understandable. I was like, okay, cool. I don't want to jeopardize, your relationship. Go ahead and do your thing. And then he went off and did his thing. So like, I understand. Like to me, it's like, I understand that, I understand your question, Poppy, but it's just, once it's over, then like, it's over. Like, I don't see you that way anymore.
Do you think that most people could do that? Or, you know what I mean? Or you think kind of it's just like you think that people in this day and age can have that responsible, let me see,
can be mature
Bobby,
about it.
Appreciate you with the $10. Appreciate you.
No, most people. I'm sorry, Cam. Go ahead. No, I don't think most people can be mature about it. Because it just depends on how you conduct yourself. I'm not the type that like I'm just a friendly person. I'm not the the like flirty type and stuff. So like I wouldn't be in I wouldn't put myself in that I guess predicament. I just wouldn't. Now if I know that he still has like lingering feelings and stuff, then yeah, I think I would stay away. We broke up and I'm gonna stay away. But I know that like with my ex, he doesn't have feelings for me. I don't have feelings for him in that way. And so that's why we could still be like, yeah, or so able to be friends.
Okay, well, you explained that. I could see why, your perspective, because y'all already were friends and y'all made the decide to take it, to the next step. It didn't work out, but y'all still got that friendly element for each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because he's not begging me to go back with him, and I'm not begging, to go back with him. Yeah, we just don't. Yeah, it just did not work out. Now, if he was still like, if he was still calling me names like, "Oh, baby, I still love you" and stuff like that, then yeah, I don't think I would be able to be friends because I would definitely cut it off. I'm like, yeah, no, just because it's unhealthy.
Okay. Let me see. Papa, you said Tammy asked Iris if she'll let her ex blank. Would he take that offer? Oh, okay. He wouldn't.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
No, he wouldn't, and hell no, I wouldn't. You could pay me $1 million, and I would go no. I would definitely say no.
So this, I know, like I said, you know what I mean? They don't got that. Yes, he would. Oh my god, yeah. Hey, so
no, he wouldn't.
So
Cody, no, he wouldn't.
Hit anything, or that's that what y'all saying? You show me that there are guys out there that just will put somebody that just not attracted to the woman at all, or not anymore. Yeah, you see this guy? You see this? I ain't gonna tell you about your ex. You was with your ex long. You know this man, and they gonna tell you about your ex. The audacity or something. See, you better.
I know, right? Thank you, Cammy. Thank you.
I was crashed out. Now y'all gotta watch y'all mouths. And this is the last question, I think. Let me see. If he would take that, no, he wouldn't. What his name? Player one. I think he said that dude is Spider friends with his ex and still talks to them.
I don't know if he's friends with her, but then yeah, of course he could talk to her. As a matter of fact, like his ex, when he was when we were dating, his ex lived like across the street from me. And that bitch used to give me the side eye, but whatever.
Tell Jaja that whole thing she is. Okay, so the friendly part is cool. How do you feel if I'm tearing these trips up, my bad. How do you feel if the your ex were hanging Why you call her? After she said her, the ex woman, not him. Oh, her. Okay, yeah, because that's what she is, side eye and everything. Like, move on,
I
woman.
know
Like, chill out.
it's
You
because
lost, you
yeah.
lost the man. Move on.
Thank you, Cammy. Yes, it's because she would side eye me, and so yeah, I'm gonna call you a bitch. Like I didn't do nothing to you.
Yeah, you the ex. Why you looking like? Oh, you look at your man. Don't look at me. Y'all not together anymore. The heck? You know, let me chill out. How do you feel if the ex and let's say Spider was friends with his ex and he wanted to hang out with her one-on-one? How do you feel about that one?
Like, are you talking about like when we were dating, me and my husband, or are you talking about like now?
Yeah, like now y'all already in an official relationship.
Well, he was
still friends with his ex.
I don't think he's ever. I don't think he's ever hung out with her like one-on-one, but he has like you know, of course he hangs out with his friends, and then you know his friends are still friends with her. So yeah, there's like a few parties that he's gone to in the very beginning, you know, of our relationship. And yeah, like I was okay with. I'm not that type, you know. Like I'm the type that like, you know, if you are still drawn to your ex or you still want to get back, go. Like, you know, then leave me be. Like don't waste my time, you know. Like I know how to conduct myself, okay? If you can't conduct yourself and you want to, you know, to go back to your ex and stuff like that, go. Like I'm not holding you hostage here. Like I don't need to be with you, okay? I'm here because I want to be here. You be here because you want to be here.
That's a fact. What but Zyra's ex ain't moving on. What player one? What? Sir, they're not talking romantically. Okay, they're friends and everything. Just because your ex want to mess with you, player one, because you're such a loser, right?
Oh, can't you don't say that.
You don't. You know, let me chill. See, y'all guys better learn. But yeah, man, yeah, I get your perspective, Jaja. I'm just a little possessive. I just don't want to be friends with the other woman. You know what I mean? That he was, you know, romantically, intimately with. You know what I mean? I just, I don't want to open that up. But I couldn't do it, and on my end, I want to be friends with my ex, with somebody while I'm with somebody else. But I understand your perspective and stuff like that, especially how you explained it. I just, you know, I respect that. You know what I mean? I respect that. You ain't going to backyard at home. Oh my goodness!
No, I do not want my ex back, Poppy. What did I? Poppy just do.
Yo. They were first friends, Poppy. They weren't a romantic. She didn't say, "Ooh, look at that." They were just friends. And honestly, I think that's the kind of. I think it's kind of best when they do that. You think that people should start as friends and then make the move, or you think that it should start off as, you know, mutual, you know, attraction, romantically or sexually? How do you feel about that one?
To be honest, I think the latter would be better. People do say that like friends make better lovers, but in my, you know, I mean, it's not like I have a lot of experience. So, you know, in my, you know, small amount of experience, I would say no, because my ex was, you know, he was like, yeah, like a good friend, and we was like, you know, we're like, okay, you know, let's like, it wasn't when we got together, it wasn't really because, you know, oh, like I was really attracted to him, he was really attracted to me. It was more of those, you know, shit, we're friends, we're hanging out, like, you want to give this a shot? It was sort of like that,
right? Yeah,
you do hear those stories, you know, when friends, they're like, okay, let's give this a shot, and then they're like, yeah, because the sexual attraction is not there, because you guys came together because of, you know, of similar interests, like, you know, you guys like something or whatever, you know, and so yeah, my with my husband, you know, we were friends before we got together, but then we were friends as in like he was because my husband's younger than me, so he was friends with my sister, and that's how I knew, you know, and then I would, you know, I would hang out, you know, and stuff like that. And with him, it was more, the sexual attraction.
Right. Okay. I feel you on that. Yeah.
So I think that's the key to
mhm.
yeah, to a long relationship. It's a sexual attraction.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. Yeah, when it comes to the friend thing, it's definitely a risk. That's why some people be hesitant when it comes to making that next move. Because it's like, can this move destroy our friendship? If it goes well, that's great. But if it doesn't, now how do we move from there? You know what I mean? So it definitely has a risk and stuff like that. But I definitely think that, like you said, there definitely should be some amount of mutual attraction there. You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
be
that's why you have to pay
yeah.
attention. You have to like if like my ex, like I said, I know he doesn't look at me that way. Because like again, even though we dated for a couple of years, the last few years of our relationship, like I said, because there's no attraction there, it was like we didn't do anything.
I feel Claremont, I feel like that your ex was friends with somebody that maybe the guy was maybe better looking than you or so and stuff like that. I don't know why you sound like you sound like you hating from a place of experience in a negative way. But he said Dyer called Spider SLB. Can Spider call your SLB? I guess not. Wait, let me see. I guess not if he's allowed to talk to him still. Did you not heard what Zaza said? She called the ex the B word because she was side-eyeing Zaza, right? As it is. She was side-eyeing the new woman, which was Zaza and stuff like that. She was being disrespectful. You know what I mean? I did not hear one thing from Zaza's ex that she's friends with that was blatantly disrespecting Spider, like side-eyeing him or showing slick remarks. You know what I mean? I'm not getting it right, Zaza, because like I'm trying to understand. He's not listening. Like, are you slow? Like what's going on here? Like, y'all better stay in the chat, bro, because I will eviscerate you, bro. Chill out. Y'all better chill out. Sound like you had no experience with Tammy, and I'm just saying.
No, like I remember there was one party, right, and his ex was there. Yeah, she didn't. Like I'm not saying she has to like acknowledge me, but yeah, again, she gave me she just gave me a look, and I was like, okay.
She's still in love, Zaza. That's the problem. Like she's acting that way. She's still in love.
Well, she could be in love with him all she wants. I be in love with him, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Right. You can love from afar. You know what I mean? You can love from afar. Why you sitting down, me and your man, right, that you had, you gonna be sharing drinks while you on the side. Hey, guess what? If you really love them, y'all should have worked it out. But hey, look, see, I don't like that, bro. It's like that's just childish to me. I get it, we're all humans, you know what I mean? Jealousy happens, but you gonna really be butthurt and treat the new woman. It sounds like the woman had nothing to do with it. Like, what did y'all do that you lost your man? That's the problem with your man. You know what I mean? And a you problem. Nothing to do with the woman. But again,
exactly. I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know you. You could be in love with them all you want. That's fine. Because I'm not like, what if she was to ever like pull, trying to like hit on my husband again, or whatever. I'm not gonna judge her. I'm gonna judge my husband because he's with me. Like, if you're with me, then you better conduct yourself, properly. Because I conduct myself properly, I'm not gonna do anything. So if she's trying to come at you, and you don't try to, you don't hold out your hand, or you don't try to stop it. Yeah, I'm gonna say something to you, as in my husband. But like people. Of course, once you leave outside, people, there's going to be temptations everywhere, and it's upon you to stop, all these, to stop the stop, people from coming on or trying to, attach themselves to you. You get what I'm saying?
I absolutely agree. It's up to you. The problem with these chicks, Raja, like they think that getting mad at the new woman is gonna make. It's like if she, like, they hypothetically, right? She scared you away or something like that, right? That was that. If he don't want you, he don't want you. So even if you scared the new woman out his life, what that have to do with you? It sounds like if I can't have you, nobody else can. Because it's like you think that I think some of these girls like maybe let me fight for him or something like that. Let me fight the new chick and stuff so he can think that she's still in love with me. Let me go back. You know what I mean? I think that's what the kind of mindset that they had when they do things like that. You know what I mean? But it is.
Yes,
I just wow.
I've just never been like that. It's like I'm not a jealous person, but like but to a certain degree, like of course I am. Because I am protective of the person that I'm with.
Protecting your territory, right? You're human,
Yeah,
right?
but like I
It's
would
natural.
never
It's
ever.
nothing.
Yeah, I would never ever like yeah, I don't know. I just would never ever like go up to a guy knowing that he has like a girlfriend or whatever. Like I just would not. Like, in that kind of way, like, trying to flirt, trying to get him or whatever.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. I think some of these women that be flirting with guys, but it's like how the saying of I answer some of y'all questions in the chat. So I'll be saying something, it's giving. You know how guys on the page say that, woman, like when a woman is relationship with a man and a woman like try to flirt with the guy and stuff like that. And I like it in certain stuff. I don't think that they like her because he's that guy, right? That's the problem with guys. Guys think that now they're in a relationship and stuff, and women start flirting with him, he feel like he's that guy. But I think a lot of these women that be doing that, it's really a conquering thing and humbling the other woman. Like it's a certain feel of she got that guy. Let me get with him to conquer, or you know what I mean. It's not that they actually really want the guy, right? It's just a form of conquering and try to take something from that woman. Well, how you feel about that, John? Like, I like maybe in some cases, but I think in most cases, it's not even about the guy itself. It's just competition.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there are women that are like that, but I'm just not gonna. I don't conduct myself like that because to me, I've always.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't because to me, I feel like you would. You're not playing him, but then you're causing. You're giving him energy that that like you're making him think that you like him, and I don't think that's a good thing. I would never want like anybody. I would never want like a guy to.
Leading them on.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and so because I don't want that to ever happen to me, I don't do that to people. I will not lead a guy on make it seem like I like him when I really don't. Like I don't care about like the the ego boosting thing. Like I don't care.
Right. I don't even know how you can do it. Like, if I'm not attracted to you, it's like I don't get any. Like I'm trying to do the moral part because that's wrong. I don't get anything from it. It's like if I'm not attracted to you and I don't have no attraction, it's like you that insecure. You need validation from guys that you're not even attracted to. It's like what's going on here? Like how do that even work? But yeah, you're right. It's wild.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, mama.
Yeah, I just don't. That doesn't do anything. For me. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know. That's just playing games. I just don't. Yeah.
It's fun.
I know. I get it, and it's cool. I'm not judging or anything.
Like, you know what I mean? A little bit of teasing here and there, but in the day, gotta go somewhere. You know what I mean? It's not like me flirting with I don't know Flavor Flav or I don't know.
I mean,
yeah, like what I'm getting out of that?
Yeah. You choose the person that you like.
And try to force himself on you now. I'm just saying, you gotta be careful out here.
Exactly.
Some guys don't know how to. You gotta be careful out here. It's got weird. Can't wait for a relationship with Pluto. What? Go ahead, Dada.
No, I'm just.
Y'all really want us to crash out? Y'all a bunch of lames, bro. Did the girl that you like got away? And you mad? Did this remind you of a time in your life where you was just a loser, my guy? Like, just being and Poppy, how did that even correlate in your mind? Cammy, and Dada, can her man be friends with a freaky stripper? How do that correlate? How do that correlate? What did a freaky stripper like? Dada, am I missing something right here? Like, what? How is that? How do that even correlate?
If they were friends before me, like, yeah. Like, who am I to tell them, oh, you can't be friends with this chick. Oh, you can't be friends with this chick.
Oh, I'm definitely telling you can't be friends. Well, you know what? I would say that I would tell him the boundaries. Hey, this is not cool. I think certain things he should know. But if he's being friendly, I want to sit in the back. I'm not going to jump in. I want to sit in the back a little bit just to see how he acts. You know what I mean? If he's going, he's going. It is what it is. Now he try to back up, and he's still forcing him. Then I jump in, but yeah, no.
I'm just not like that. Again, I'm just not like that. Like, he's allowed to be friends with whoever, and that's because, again, I'm the, I'm not going to do this to you, so don't do this to me. I don't tell you who to hang out with and who to be friends with. You better not tell me who I can't or I can't or cannot hang out with.
That's very different. That's very different. Look, there's gonna be boundaries up here. You look, man. You can be friends and stuff like that. Don't be getting all these new female friends or be your friends for freaky behind strippers. Look, you know how to conduct yourself with me, man. You know what I mean? There's certain things I want to be doing, and I would expect the same from you. You know what I mean? I talk to y'all, but I'm not opening Pandora's box because you know what I mean. I've never been in a relationship, but look, I'm a little bit of a crash out, a little, crazy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I can't. You gotta put certain regulations so I don't become that girl. You know what I mean? So yeah, you a little more better than me, Jaja. Shout out to you. You're sweetness, and I'm bitterness, or whatever it's sweet, bitter. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to that. But yeah, man, that's my opinions on the friends part. But to the guys in the chat that talk about insecurity, I'm just curious. Poppy, player one, all the men in the chat, right? So I want to assume that y'all let y'all female y'all agree with the initial y'all female friend, y'all wife or y'all girl be friends with y'all ex, you know what I mean, or being friends with freaky strippers and all that kind of stuff. I want to assume that's y'all that kind of time, right? Y'all talking about us being insecure for certain things, but yeah, shout out to y'all.
I mean, the thing is, I am insecure. I think women, for the most part, we are naturally insecure, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just not gonna, I don't want someone to be with me just to be with me because you want to be with me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm insecure. I'm a gremlin. So, I'm a munchkin. So of course I'm insecure.
Right.
But
look,
I'm not gonna force you to be with me.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, that's You can't keep a guy that don't claim things you don't have to worry about when you're single. I mean, but absolutely. But okay, absolutely. You got married problems. You got girlfriend problems. Shout out to you. See, I'm trying to be nice. And I can say something. Poppy said, Kimmy and Zata and her husband be friends. See, y'all just doing too much. Y'all know what she's trying to say. You know what I mean? You could be friends who whatsoever, but at the end of the day, you know how to conduct yourself. So even when she's saying that you could be friends with anybody or whatsoever, you know what I mean, and pick and choose your friends wisely.
Yes.
Like, let's not do this.
To say that my husband don't have friends that are hoes. Of course he does. They're than like the neighborhood hoes. But yeah, he's friends with them, but he's not like close to them or whatever.
Yeah. Carrie, serious question. Do you want one man or a roster? For me, honestly, I'd rather have one man and at the most two, but like just to see, what they're both about and stuff like that. But when it comes to like 3, 4, 5, yeah, like my I can't keep up with all that energy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At most two guys, and not just to have fun and just go on, but you know what I mean, just to see. You know what I mean? What they're about, see, from both options, you know what I mean? See, who I can have more chemistry with. But yeah, I don't want a big roster. It's just, I'm not even that good of even the little friend group and stuff like that I had, I'm not really, the best tester and stuff like that. So just having 4 to 5 guys and stuff like that, give them all that energy and stuff like that. Yeah, I might hurt some feelings. Not purposely, it's just...
We heartbreakers over here.
Yeah, we heartbreakers over here. You know what I mean? The more on my roster, the more heartbroken they're gonna be. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. How you feel about that, Dada? When you were in your single days, did you have like a little bit of a higher roster, or yours was small, or how was that? If you don't mind sharing.
No, I've always, to me, again, I've always dated with intentions. Like, you date someone in hopes that, like, yeah, you're compatible, and if it takes off, to the next level, then it takes off to the next level. Because I would not want to be on anybody's roster, so I'm not going to put anybody on a roster. So I only dated one. If it works out, it works out. If it don't, it don't. And so,
right.
Yeah, I'm not going to play with anybody, because I don't want anybody to play with me. I let people know, like, up front. I'm like, I want to be in a relationship. I want to see if, let's see if we're compatible.
Right.
Yeah, I want marriage. I want kids. Yeah, I want the whole, the dream, I guess you could say, for, the typical dream for a woman. And and so we'll see if it works. And then that's oftentimes, especially like in your early dating phase, it doesn't work, because I'm sure guys want to experience, want to have multiple experience, and women, I thought that women didn't want a whole lot of, they don't want a lot of experience, but the guys are saying that, women these days have,
in
like,
this day and age,
double,
it's kind of different. So I know
double-digit body counts and stuff.
About that life.
That's crazy.
I've not seen it. Everyone is like that, but especially like the young woman and young men, like just being on Instagram and just hearing their perspective. I was just like you, Josh. I know there's no way that's happening out here, but this, like, seeing certain things, it's like, y'all really about that time. When we're talking about, having a roster or sleeping, or I'm about to have my D appointment. It's like, what? How would you even say that out loud? Yeah, it happens. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are very fresh. A lot of people, you know what I mean? A lot of people is on that kind of time. And also depends where you find them. You know what I mean?
To me, your body count should never go past one hand. Never past one hand. I don't like, but like, I'm not going to judge if there's women that has, like, that's up to them. Like, it just depends on, it's your life. So it depends on what you want. If you want, a lot of experience, like, go for it. Right. But, personally, no. And I would advise even, like, my daughter's friends to not go down that route, because, to me, it just, like, sometimes, like, a lot of experience of something ain't good. Not every experience is a good thing. A good experience. And so,
your body is your temple, man. It's your vessel. You gotta take very much care of it. You know what I mean? Obviously, people are humans. They gonna feel things and stuff like that. But you gotta be very careful who you share it with. So, like, a lot of those women, like, even I hear stories of, like, women that be going out there and having that lot of experiences. They sometimes regret it. They feel a little broken and stuff like that. It wasn't really worth it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I definitely, I roughly agree with you. Advocate. With try to be conscious with it, and especially if you try to take it seriously. Like I said, like, even that clip I was showing you, like, the woman that was being very, like, grabbing the guy's neck, legs all on the guy's, like, guys. You know what I mean? It's going, like I said, you're gonna look very easy. That's not gonna be taken seriously. You know what I mean? And you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that kind of. You don't want that kind of stigma, because, like, how the thing said that we listen, we don't judge. I mean, in reality, people going to judge. People going to see you if you represent yourself a certain way. People going to have opinions on you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's just the reality of it. So, yeah, you gotta be careful how you present yourself out there, especially in that round. You don't want to be that's the girl with the she's good for certain things. You don't want to be known with that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's okay. It's okay to experience without sex, though. It's okay to experience, date without sex. So it's okay to do that. And And I think women should do that, so that way they don't feel like so-called used. That's like the worst feeling a woman could feel, that you were just used.
Right. Right. It's just
So yes,
you were just a piece
make a
of
guy
meat,
wait.
or you're yeah,
Make a guy
your
wait,
body and
Tammy.
stuff like that.
Make him wait a year, 2 years, 3 years if you have to. Yes.
Yeah, man. Like I said, your body's your temple. Plus, besides that, especially all the diseases and stuff like that out here. Ooh, y'all gotta be extra careful. Y'all guys not wearing protection and stuff. Y'all wilding. Y'all playing roulette. Y'all playing roulette. But yeah, man. Isn't saying that something should or shouldn't be a judgment. What would he say? Something? I don't know.
I wouldn't necessarily say a judgment because you're not. Maybe you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because when you're telling someone that they shouldn't do, yeah, in a way, yeah, that is sort of a judgment. O'Neill's right. It's just that, like, I'm just not gonna like. To me, it's like I'm not gonna knock you or see you like any less than, because at the end of the day, it's your life. But I wouldn't want to do something like that, and I definitely wouldn't want my my daughters or my sisters, my friends, to do that. So I guess you're right, Nina. In a way, it is a judgment.
It's like you say, use the guy and waste his time. I mean, if me and a guy or whoever you are agree with that perspective, agree with the thing, it's not using their time. Now, if you're dealing with a guy that has something like he wants it now and you're lying to him and stuff like that, then it's using or wasting time. But I mean, while y'all dating, there's so many things y'all can be doing besides just that. Spend time with each other, talking to each other. I mean, there's plenty of different things, but it wouldn't be considered wasting his time if he knows the program. But yeah, we're not talking about the woman that pretending to be on some other time with a guy with different perspective. I think that will be considered using someone. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. Let's see. We can watch more of this clip. Is the screen too small? Well, let me see.
Mm-mm.
I have it differently.
Not to me anyway.
It's not small?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So should a man wait? Should a man make a woman wait 5 years back? Absolutely, if that's what he wants to do. If he wants to do that, if you're talking about in that regard, absolutely. I should. If a guy say that, absolutely. I mean, I think that goes for men and women, to be honest. You know what I mean? Let me change the layout real quick because we're talking. Absolutely. If a guy wants to wait and stuff like that, and that's what he is, you know what I mean? I think a woman will respect a woman that means something, will respect the guy. You know what I mean? Because especially like a lot of guys, are trying to give it up, trying to get it so quickly. So a guy saying something like that, it make a woman will respect him more. But if that's his program, that's his time and stuff like that, he should definitely have to wait. I think that goes both ways. You have a pain, Zaza?
No, I think you said it. Yeah, like it would depend on the reason. Yeah, it would depend on the reason. Like if you're in your, like I don't know, like mid-30s, late 30s and stuff, and you want her to wait 5 years for marriage. I mean, that's kind of, I wouldn't be honest. Yeah, I don't think that's a wise thing to do. But hey, if you said, "Oh, I'm gonna," I need that 5 years to do this and do that, then by all means, do whatever that benefits you. Exactly. Yeah, we had exactly. We're gonna move like just to 10 people.
You know what I mean? I don't know what their name, but yeah. That's a fact. We got a couple of disciplined people in here. Let's see what else we got on the. I see we got on the menu.
because I feel like you can control this more. You should not be letting your family or your friends disrespect your partner. Your friends shouldn't be making jokes about your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Your family shouldn't feel comfortable being rude to your boyfriend or girlfriend. Because if that happens, you need to say something. Otherwise, they're just gonna feel comfortable disrespecting your partner, and it's just gonna keep on going. Because I promise you, no partner wants to deal with no disrespectful family or friends. This is a really personal one for me. You don't have.
I definitely, let me see. I definitely agree with that. Let me see what he says. If I gotta wait 3 years for sex, you gotta wait 5 years after that for marriage.
Hey, I understand, if I understand. See, I feel like Nino's response, that's like, that's just being petty. It's not because,
Yeah.
you're being intentional with it. That's just because, if I have to wait 3 years, then you're going to have to wait. That's petty. Come on, we're adults here. Like, do you want marriage or not? No? Then, leave her alone.
That was the most pettiest thing I see. Yeah. But the woman in that clip, I definitely agree with her on that. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, when people get, like, arguments and stuff, they, sometimes vent to their family, stuff like that. But I think that that's definitely, I mean, in the world, adults programs are different. And if two adults decide that program works for them, then I don't think there's a problem. If the one adult says, I can't wait 3 years, and the other adult says, you know what I mean, lie and do that, then I think there's a problem, and vice versa. If I think, regardless of what your program is, if y'all both decide that this is going to work for y'all, regardless of whether it is, then I think adults have the conversation, communicate, regardless of what y'all agree on and stuff like that, and y'all go from there. So I don't think there's a one rule what adults should do, what should not do. That's just my opinion on it. Because billions of people in the world, everybody's gonna be different, and everybody do things different for different reasons. So yeah. But when it comes to the clip, I think that, like I said, people vent and stuff like that. But like I said, you gotta be very careful and mindful. If you venting a lot, or you know what I mean, saying every little thing that happens to your relationship to other people, you know what I mean, they want to have a probably a negative perspective. You know what I mean, because they're not with that person all the time. You know what I mean. So even if you and your lover make up and are good terms, your family may not make up. You know what I mean, and still have that negative lingering perspective or feelings about that person you're with. You know what I mean. So I think that people should be careful. Unless it's like something really bad, somebody putting hands on you, or you know what I mean, something like that. I think that, you know what I mean, y'all should try to, as adults in that relationship, try to handle that situation together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
Go ahead, Gabby.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, I agree. To me, like, family, their opinion, matters when it comes to, you want your family to have a good opinion of your man or your partner. Right. So if you keep talking shit about your partner to your family, like, they're not going to have a good opinion. And so I'm not saying that, that like you should lie about, the shit that goes on, because I mean, who do you run to when you have relationship problems? Usually you run to your family. And so you just have to be careful, like, how you word, certain things.
Right.
And so,
like for advice or stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and your family should know, should sort of know. I mean, they may not know the partner, but they know you. So if like you're saying, oh, he's being like this, your family should know well enough that, like, did you start it? Because that's all, like whenever, like, I would have like had problems, like even with like my husband or whatever, my family always go, did you start it? Was it you? They don't ever go, my husband's this and this. No, that was blame me first. And it's like, okay. That's why I don't go to you guys no more. You guys think it's me. Right. But whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't start shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's all, and that also can be felt like with the trying to be the PR team. Like especially if you make your partner look really good, like you are really great at representing them and front of your family stuff, and they only see the good sides of them, but they don't really see the bad sides. You know what I mean? Of them, so they kind of have this superficial perspective on them. It's like, how could you he's so good, or oh she's so good? And it's like, yeah, but he's human too. He got issues too. You know what I mean? So yeah, it comes with that territory.
You just have to know your family member again, like I remember like my sister, she was dating a guy, and of course like in front of us he seems like the perfect man, right? But behind closed doors, yeah, like he was like the shit that he was saying to like my sister and stuff. And so, I mean, if you have good, if you are good, like if you just interact with, a lot of people and you pick up a certain signs and stuff like that. So you should be able to see that if a person's being fake or not, so of course, like, even though like he was being, fake in front of us, we're going to be, polite and like, okay, yeah, but like if something ever goes down, we know that's because of, him, because like my sister is just not that type of person that would, would cause well, anyways, but yeah, that relationship, was over. Oh, that was a crazy relationship too.
Oh, Zaza, how would you feel, right? If y'all, I need to get some crazy people out here. You in a relationship, you know what I mean? You represented your spouse very well, right? But he was kind of a piece of crap outdoors, and then y'all break up, and your family chose his side and still friends with him and everything, and made you look like the villain, but really he was really the problem. Would you still be friend? Would you still be in touch with your family? So like, how would you handle that?
I mean, the ex that I said, my family, they liked him a lot. My ex that I said I was still friends with, yeah, they liked him a lot. Of course, they blamed that, on me. And yeah, it was on me because I broke up with him. But, and like my brother, my brother was still hanging out with him because my brother was good friends with him too. And so, yeah, they would still hang out, which I was fine with it. It's just that like me and my ex, we just did not work out as, as boyfriend and girlfriend. It just didn't work out, and he became close to my family while we were dating for a couple of years, like, yeah, I'm not, if my siblings still want to like hang out with them and stuff, yeah, I got no problem with that, and then of course sometimes they'll like, they don't throw it in my, I mean, they used to throw it in my face like, oh, why did you break up with them and stuff? Especially like my mom, because like, he was there for us. Like I said, I was going through like family problems. Like I lost my dad, I lost my grandma, and then I lost my brother, and so yeah, like he was there for all that. Yeah, and so that's why like my family still see him. They still ask about him. But we just didn't work out as couple, and so yeah, I don't have a problem with my family. Like if like if they see him, I mean, they don't hang out with him no more and stuff. The only one that was hanging out with him was my older brother, and my older brother passed away. So,
condolences. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But yeah, now my husband, of course, my family loves my husband too, because my husband, that's like one of the things that I require, out of a guy. Like if I'm going to date him, he has to be family oriented, because I'm going to bring you around my family. I'm going to make sure that, my family likes you, and yeah. And I want my family to be able to rely on him if needed, because I need to be able to rely on him.
Right.
And, and so, yeah, like if you don't care about family, yeah, I'm just not going to date you. I'm just not going to, bother with you. That's just one of my requirements, Not every, I mean, it's up to you, but I think that's, to me, I think that's, I don't know how you feel about that, Cammy. Does it matter what your family thinks of, the guy, like, say, if you were to date?
Yeah, I definitely think it definitely matters. I think my family, honestly, my family's pretty fair. When it comes to like guys and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Especially like if I like them, they, that, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely, my family, how they, you, because at the end of the day, like when we get married and stuff like that, they're gonna be my mother-in-law, father-in-law to them, you know what I mean? So they, I definitely want the family drama. I want everybody to be cool with each other, each other, all that good stuff, So I definitely consider what my family, what my parents think of my partner, and like I think that they have a fair perspective on it. And even if they don't have a, like, oh, I think this guy's toxic or stuff, we had a conversation, like, what do you think? You know what I mean? Like, why would, what do you see in them and stuff like that? And we had that conversation. But yeah, I definitely like, if they had a negative view, it definitely will, make you feel a certain way. You know what I mean? But I honestly think that if the person is good, you know what I mean, he's chill and he's nice and stuff, they're pretty chill on that. You know what I mean? They, if he's treating me well and we vibing, I don't think they're like the crazy type, like, oh, you can't be around her, or something petty. So yeah, I definitely take their opinions in consideration. Yeah.
Oh, so you would still continue to date if they don't really like him all that much?
Like they have a negative opinion on him?
Not necessarily a negative opinion, right? Not necessarily a negative opinion, but then like maybe they just, they just don't think, they just don't really like him all that much.
It's like, I think unless it's just like little petty things, like if it's like blatantly red flags, I definitely understand. But it's like maybe it's a generational code, maybe it's like, maybe like, it's a little corny or something like that. I was like, we'll go from there. But if it's like something I'm really concerned, and first off, player one, that's not what happened. Are you? So this is the dumb logic you talk about. Cat, you going to his house, dummy? No, I wasn't going to their house. Where are you talking about? If it was going to be somebody, it would be my house, because I'm not going to no strange man's house. What are you talking about, player? Oh my goodness. That desires is leading the witness. What? Go ahead, Jaja.
God, Neo be killing me. What about your sister? If your sister's like, I don't like him.
Yeah. I definitely see why, and that's why. I mean, our East Gap is so big, so I mean, 20, I mean, I will ask her, like, I'll definitely be curious. I definitely be curious on what her perspective and why. You know what I mean? Why do you don't like him? I think that will be, depending on what the reason is, I'll go from there.
Well, I asked because, like, would you take a guy like, how should I say this? Never mind, Cam. Because like dating nowadays is so, it's a lot different.
It's
I
tricky.
think. Yeah, because to me, like family opinion matters. My youngest sibling, they don't care what we think. Like my youngest brother, like his girlfriend, I don't really like her because of the way she treats my brother, but he's an adult, so if he wants to be treated that way, that's on him. And he's still with her, and they've been together for like, I don't know, like 3-4 years. Yeah, 3-4 years. My younger sisters, like I said, they've dated guys that were horrible, but they didn't give a shit. I thought so. I'm like, okay, and that's why they were, and that's why it's.
Okay.
That's why certain shit happened to them, because they didn't listen to me. Nobody listens to me, Cammy.
You raised them, and then look how they treat you. We don't need your opinion anymore.
I know, I have a good record. You know what I'm saying? I've never been like mistreated and stuff. But whatever. I'm like, it's your life, don't want to listen, that's fine. I'll still be there because I love my siblings and so my family.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's one of the good things. I think you should I think you should get family like approval, especially if you're talking about marriage. Because I mean, if anything, your family just wants what's best for you, and sometimes we are so blind, we get blinded by we have what do they call, like, rose colored glasses on, because like we're so in love with this person that we sometimes we miss the blind spots. We miss the flaws and the red flags and stuff like that. And so it takes someone on the outside, usually family members, or good friends, to point it out to you. And I think we should always we should always listen, because if you're a family and friends, they really want what's best for you, then they'll you should be able to acknowledge that and know that, like, if they point it out, it's not because they want it's not because they want to jeopardize what you have or whatever, but it's because they're just looking out for you.
I definitely agree with that. Like I said, I think that comes to my family and everything, they pretty fair and balanced, and like I definitely would take I'll definitely take their opinion very much. You know what I mean? Like, my mom's definitely fair, balanced. You know what I mean? My dad is pretty fair, though he's extremely protected and stuff like that. He's pretty.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think you're on mute. We can't hear you.
Oh, I was saying, what is Mino talk? He said, objection. Jairus is leading the witness, and Jairus know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's fixed now.
I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, let's see what else. Well, let's see what else my woman got to say.
I have to agree. I really don't care. But you should not be making new opposite gender friendships while you're in a relationship. If y'all were friends before you and your partner got together, that's one thing. But if you're just going out and seeking new friendships with the opposite gender, I feel like that's so odd. Because in my personal experience, any boy that I was friends with, they always ended up liking me. So, like, lastly, if you're in a
she is very pretty. So I mean, I kind of have a deal with you going to say Zaza. So you agree with men and women can make new friends in a relationship, and that's okay with you?
Yeah, but then I think it varies when the answer is going to vary when it comes to age, right? Because how you move in your 20s not really how you move in your 30s, and your status, as in like you're married and single. And so, I think it applies to like not single, but then like your boyfriend, girlfriend. I think you should not do that while you're boyfriend, girlfriend. When you're married, I think that's a little bit different. See, it just depends on what you're looking for. Like, if you're married, you're not really looking for, you're not trying to find friends or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, I'm online, I do, even though, I'm online, I'm married, I consider you guys, friends, just because I engage with you guys and stuff, and so, but then my purpose is not to, is to find friends, my purpose, on here, engage with people, have, find like-minded people, have conversations about, just, life. And so, it just depends on what exactly are you looking for? Like, are you trying to find new friends? Like, why would you try to find new friends if you have, you have a man, right? But see, with me, I'm a stay-home wife, so, when my kids are at school and, like, I have nothing to do, I want to talk to people. That's it. I'm not trying to find, meaningful relationships with people. That's different. No, I just want to find people to talk to. That's it.
Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, obviously not. Let me see a female friend that's a man that's married. I was saying Zaza is trying to influence your opinion about your family having a say on who you date. It's not that serious. But who said it was that serious? I was just curious. You know what I mean? You and Zaza, you talk about, what you and do. I want to know too. Dang. want to know too. Oh my God.
Yes, I am, Nina. Okay, yes, because I want Cam to. I think of again, like mom, just going by my experience. My youngest my siblings, like they did not care about like our opinions of their of their the boyfriend or girlfriend, and I don't think that's I'm not saying it's wrong, but then I don't think you should do that. I think you should ask for your family's like opinion of person you're dating. But again, that's just me, and Cammy, that's just on you. When you start, when you find a guy, I'm assuming like you would want like your friends to like him. Like, why would you want to date a guy that like your family or your friends don't like?
Well, yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. He got cooked that quick. He didn't want to say it because he know he's about to get cooked. But yeah, if it comes to the friend thing while in a relationship, I don't know, bro. I gotta. I'm gonna be ghetto. I'm gonna try to do something until I find glue because this ain't it. But oh God. But yeah, if it comes to the friend thing, for me, if I'm already in a relationship, I'm gonna be like happenstance. We're on, the line and stuff like that. And we interacting with each other, cool. But like, I'm trying to fix my mic and all that kind of stuff. But let me see. I like this pink mic, bro. I like the aesthetic of it. I don't know why.
Sometimes, see, this is to me, one of the perks of having friends that are, older, a lot older than you, because they've gone through life, they've hopefully, have like life experience. They're able to, sort of like, again, sniff out like the bad, like the red flags and stuff like that. And so that's why, like I said, you should value your friend's opinion,
Right,
friends and family's opinion. If, friend and family's opinion, because, while you're too busy being lovey-dovey, you might not be able to see those red flags or those, weird like quirks that, he or she might have. Right. But a person who could read people, who has, experience dealing with people, will be able to, sniff that out. And you know what I mean by sniff. I'm saying actual, like, sniff.
Oh my gosh. They going, yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, I fully want it. Yeah, I need some glue to fix this. This not going to work. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think everybody, you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah, you should value family and friends' opinion. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You should value your friends and family's opinion. Go ahead, Cammy. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Just trying to fix something. I hate this mic. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me go from there. Still can't fix it. Okay, let me go over here. See what else you got.
Relationship. You should not be telling everybody your personal relationship business. Family and friends should not be knowing every time y'all get into it.
Okay. That must been everything. Okay. I think that's about it. Let's go on the other part and see this part right here. So this was trending a while back. Right here. Woman goes viral for twerking while her baby was strapped into a harmless SC world. Oh my gosh. Let's do this. Wait, let me see. Can you see my Okay. I see it. Okay. It's my head, bro. I'm sure there's kids there and everything. This is the most ghetto, and you have a child and stuff like that. Like, what is going on with people? Like, that is not appropriate. That is not appropriate at all. Let me see. I'm just like that. How you feel as a mother, Dodger? Like, how do you feel about that clip? Come on, bro. I don't know if he's talking right now, but
No, I don't. I just don't get these, these youngsters.
it's like you at Zebra. It's like so many dances you could be doing. The two-step like this, so many dances. And you twerking with your baby on a harness. E-World kids might be around and all this kind of stuff, making yourself look embarrassing. Weird to me, man. I don't get it. What's going on? It's weird to me. These people out here are wild. That's all I want to say. I can't really pay attention because it's...
No, it's okay. Wait, is it not going in?
No, it's not going in because you're supposed to like twist it so it can work, but it's not even going in. I don't. So what I need to do is get some crazy. No, I'm gonna order that tonight. Screw it. I don't even care. I'm gonna order some sticky glue.
Or grab okay, you see the cord, just put that like on top of that thing and then use the cord to sort of like hold it
like this, like
because it's gonna pop right back out. So you have to like just like stack it on top and then sort of like use that to, hopefully, like
on top of it and just tie it.
Yeah, and use something to tie it. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Or if you have tape, tape it. Just for now.
I probably do got tape. Yeah. I'm gonna get something.
Okay, go ahead.
But I just think that it's just like, why do you ever screw that on the mic? Screw that. You can't be screwed. But it's like everything gotta be a twerk fest. I don't get it, bro. It's like you got your child and everything, and you want to do all the extra stuff.
I mean, it's fine. People want to have fun. Just hopefully she was holding on to, her baby. It seems like she was. Excuse me. Seems like she was still. I mean, the first woman, it didn't seem like she was holding baby. It was the second one that was like, that had a baby, I think.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, let's guess. I know she's not married. And you know what? I see my wife doing this. I'll be pissed. Oh, I have a little bit of OCD though. Like if I have a certain thing and it's not working, my brain kind of not.
The thing is, I could hear you just fine without the microphone right in front of you, though. Like even if you put
pink and fluffy, so I like how it looks too.
Oh,
that's the big part. Yo, but let's get back to the show. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get to this other clip. So we got this clip right here, and then there's guys in the chat talking about she's the bad guy, and I'm trying to figure out how she's the problem. So it's an unfamiliar man touches her shoulder without her consent, and she handled it well. So we're gonna see how she handled it. Let's play the clip.
Okay, stop touching me. Okay. You can tell me I'm beautiful, but don't touch something.
Okay,
Oh, you're Canadian.
Yeah,
that explains it.
Yeah, it's different. So sorry.
Still touching.
So sorry.
No touching.
Oh, we're good. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Canadian. That's your excuse for touching a woman. I'm gonna look that up. See if that's actually a thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
girl. Okay, stop touching.
And there's people in the comments talking about. Let me see. Jay was born for fake. Wait, she doesn't like me. Wait, there was people in the comments saying that she's the bad guy. He said sorry. You could have said what? How are people defending this? Right, it's people in the comments. Oh, F that rude. It's not like he grabbed her or anything. Just a friendly touch on the shoulder. I hate women like this. Get the what? Women are always victim here. I don't get it. If it was a flip the other way, people will be defending a girl because she's flirting. She's 11 and she was barking the wrong trees. Is that serious? People are sensitive. I guess when women do this, men should act the same. This is stupid, plain and simple. So people are shaming her because she said what she said. Do you think she overreacted, Zaza? Like, what did she do that was wrong?
I don't think what she did was wrong, but I think her tone was sort of, wrong. Like, I get it. It was sort of like, it was a sort of, it was sort of like a flirty, to me, I seemed sort of flirty, I don't think you should have, don't touch me, but then again, I understand because sometimes like you have to be, firm, but if that's like the first, approach, you could just be like, you could just like just ignore it, he does that, and then you just give him the eye, just be like, what are you doing? And then that should be good enough to let him know that like that advance is not wanted, no. Now if he does it again, then I think you feel like, don't touch, don't touch me. Although that's like, I wouldn't necessarily say, don't touch me. I'll be like, what are you doing? Or like, I would be paying attention. If I'm still sitting there with my friends and stuff, I would be paying attention. Make sure he doesn't do it again, See, like, there's ways women could do to, like, to stop stuff from happening to them. And I feel like a lot of times, what I've noticed is like a lot of times women like purposely, like they know that he's going to do something. And so they let it happen and like have it recorded just so they could like cause a scene or whatever. I'm like, why would they like stop causing scenes? Like, like if you see him coming and he's looking straight at you, giving you those like, eyes like, oh, I'm gonna, I want to flirt with you or whatever. If you don't like him, then just make sure, be, you ain't gonna be like, oh, like rude with it. You just be like, yo.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like you just acknowledge it, like, hey,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many different ways you could approach stuff that could, not cause a scene. But people are gonna complain no matter what.
Yeah. Like I was saying, yeah, I definitely get what you're saying. Shout out to you, Crown Prince. I would've not gonna lie, bro. Like when I'm outside, I'm already on there. I don't like people touching me and stuff like that. But in a way, I would tell them, like, I would look on the side and say, man, I would probably say something because I'm like, because he just walked past, but play my stuff in their mouth. Like, I would probably give him a face like, what's going on? You know what I mean? I'll tell him no. But like I said, I get it. So people don't, you know what I mean?
I understand that there's like, there's people with like bad intentions out there. Like, right. But I think for the most part though, people are like, people are nice, they are like courteous, like someone that just like taps you on the shoulder. Like you should not just be like, oh, what are you doing? Or like automatically assume the worst of that person. Yeah. And like, to me, I feel like, if you ever feel like you're in, go ahead.
No, go ahead. My apologies.
Oh no, I'm like, if you ever feel like you're in like, I thought a woman could always talk her, her way out of anything. And so, like, if you keep that in mind, then like, there's just never a point to like, to act all rude just because someone like, taps you on the shoulder or whatever, taps on the shoulder or yeah, I just don't see anything
Right.
wrong with, there's no need to be all aggressive, especially like, at first like approach, first initial like contact. You don't need to be like, no, like you don't need to be all like that,
Right. Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Like I said, it definitely could have worked. Because yes, the way she did it was kind of aggressive. I'm really proud of the people in the guys in the comments talk about, oh, what's the big deal? You know what I mean? What's the problem with the touch? It's like, okay, she could have said it nicer, but in the day, you don't just be touching people because of what? Like, how am the problem if I don't want to be touched? Like, I'm like, you don't just be touching people. It is what it is, regardless if you're female, whether you're male. You know what I mean? Who gives you the right to start touching somebody you don't know? It is what it is. When I'm outside, I don't nobody touch me. I'm gonna be if I don't know you. You know what I mean?
I get that, yeah, people should always keep their hands to themselves, but like you have to sort of understand that some people like they're just they're
I won't be mean about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show it, but it's gonna be a little uncomfortable. Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if because I don't want to say that like you should never, just because he touched you, that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. But then again, I kind of don't feel comfortable enough to say that, to say that like don't assume that every little tap or whatever is
It's not even if it's sexual or anything per se. It's just to certain respect of people's boundaries. You know what I mean? Like even if your intent is positive or whatsoever, it's just a certain level of respect. Like even if I screw the piece of meat,
well, see, like you don't want to be screaming across the room, right? And sometimes, and he was walking behind her, so that's why he sort of tapped her. So I don't see any harm in that. Yeah, sometimes people just would tap just to let you know that, like, they see you. So all you have to do is just acknowledge, acknowledge them. Like sometimes people just want to be seen. They just want to be acknowledged. And, should you acknowledge every person? In a way, I think it's wise to acknowledge, everybody. Because when you acknowledge someone, it keeps them sort of like on their like toes. It lets them know that you see them. So like they're less likely to do, like harm, I guess. Because it's just like walking down the street, like I think you should, you make sure you should like smile and look at people, so that way, and even if someone like approach you, there's nothing wrong with like, oh, have a good day or whatever. Like, I don't know. To me, I just, there's nothing wrong with just being, being friendly.
Yeah, I'm wrong. Yeah, I definitely get what you're saying. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you gotta be mean and stuff like that. Being, friendly, nice. I was just saying my sense of, you know what I mean? It's like the pack and just, touching people in general. I just think that there should be shorter boundaries. Like for me, somebody just touch me, I'm not gonna be, rude or disrespectful. Like I just see like some clips of people that's like somebody standing there, somebody making a clip, and somebody's trying to hug them or something. I was that's a little extreme, but it's just like I said, you know what I mean?
Yeah, some people are just more affectionate, than others,
It's like
I'm not good at, I'm not an affectionate person, but like I get it. Someone comes to hug me, I'm like, oh, okay, you do the yeah, if only I could show you, there's that, the way that you sort of like hug a person from a sort of like, but then you keep like a huge distance, that you're hugging okay, yeah, like,
Yeah, but I gotta know you. If I don't know nothing about you, I'm walking up hugging you, man. What's going? I love it. Look, bro. He's touching random people, bro. I mean, I be seeing too many clips of that. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with a tap and stuff like that. You try to get my attention. You know what I mean? but like, yeah.
I mean,
I
they don't
need to
know your
chill
name,
out.
then that's all they could do is go hey or like sort of tap you on the shoulder or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
tap
what's
is
wrong with that.
cool. Yeah, tap is cool. You know what I mean? But a full blown hug, man, you can tell. Look, I'm about. Look, I to myself, Jaja. I to myself. I to myself, man. I to myself. But
I know, like I said, I'm not an affectionate person, so
I gotta know you first. But most people off camera isn't hugging on each other. Yeah, that's true. And that kind of. Let me see what else we got over here. Let me see. We got one more clip. We might probably watch a little bit of it because this light's going on 4 hours or whatsoever. Let me see. Where's I got so many freaking tabs open. Let me see. Let me share my screen real quick. I should order that today. In 3 hours? Oh, let me go my. Shoot, let me do that. Hey. I'm on Amazon right now, Jaja. I'm ordering some crazy food.
I understand.
They said they're gonna come in 3 hours, so I'm about to get some right now because this ain't it. Let me see, 25. Okay, we got this Kendra G clip right here. Mom to 4 says he's a unicorn, a 1% woman. What's a good man to set her past? Let's see. I don't know what one thing is. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you gotta be the prettiest thing in the world, but I know I'm not hug off the first introduction. It's crazy. Look, man, look. Shout out to y'all affectionate quote unquote people, but look, you can't just be hugging on me forever, respectfully. What some people on the Kendra G be in their robes or just be looking a little busted? I'm not gonna lie, it's like I got to be all this for one thing. If I wanna, oh.
Yeah, I think you're just not like sort of like paying attention to, because I know you're trying to screw that thing back on. I think, it round?
Huh? Is it? Yeah, it's kind of round. It because I watched a tutorial video. I already placed the order. It is what it is. But yeah, it posted when you put it on. It's supposed to like tie. Like, twist it and it be tight,
yeah.
but
Cam, because I don't think you're like looking at it, looking at the microphone. Yeah, look at that, and it sort of match it up with the silver the silver thing, and make sure. Yeah.
Oh, we got a menace in the background. Let me bring him up. Let me bring this Nino Nation up, bro. Nino Nation, and also known as antagonist in the building.
I cannot be the question. Sometimes I just have questions. That's all.
Nah, nothing much. We seen you quacking in the chat. Stop you, Nino. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you.
That's good, Nino. Hi, Jack.
Oh, Jack in the building. Salute, sir. Salute.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you're doing well. I'm curious on you how you feel about this glitch. Me and Jaja was talking about it, right? Let me see your opinion. Maybe I'm tripping a little bit. No, I get Jaja's perspective on it. You know what I mean? People, let me read the comments first. People was talking about, you know what I mean? Take the compliment, you clout chaser. Like, you're going in on the woman, you know what I mean? But how do you feel? Especially like if you was in a position or whatsoever. Let me play the clip.
Okay, stop touching me. Yeah.
Okay.
If you could tell me I'm beautiful, but don't touch something.
Okay. So
Oh, you're Canadian.
Yeah.
That explains it.
yeah, it's different. So, all right.
Still touching.
So,
No touching.
oh, good. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Canadian. That's what she's for touching over. I'm gonna look that up. See if that's actually.
How do you feel about that? Though she was a little aggressive on that, and I was. How do you feel about that scenario?
I think he violated. He shouldn't have touched her. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that because you never know how somebody, especially if you're a stranger with a female.
Right.
I wouldn't even touch a dude I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But he said he's from Canada, so I don't know. Maybe that's how they do up in Canada. I don't know. But when I seen him touch him, I was like, oh, violation.
Right, but then the people in the comments saying that like he's the bad guy, or you're just a compliment, or you just being aggressive. And I'm like, look, I get people are not, you know what I mean? People, you know what I mean? I wouldn't probably go that far. I would, you know, because you walk past, so I probably wouldn't get the chance to say something. But I'm just saying in general, I think people should respect people's boundaries, especially if you don't know the person. You know what I mean? Hugging or just grabbing people and stuff like that. I just think there should be certain level. You try to get their attention, you know, a tap itself, but like all that kind of stuff. No, I know I don't want people to just be grabbing me, whether you're a woman or a man. If I don't know you, I don't even like being in crowded places or people even looking at me, let alone a touch. But yeah, that's just me on that.
I think her reaction was acceptable. I've seen way worse for way less. So she actually had a conversation with the guy afterwards, kind of. So usually like, don't fucking touch me. I'm calling the police. Throw a drink in it. You know, it could be way worse. So.
Do you think, you know, that it was more than once? Because she didn't say, you know, don't, she said, you know, stop touching me. So that means that, you know, he's done it a few times. Do you think that may be the case?
No, I think he had his hand there for a hot second. Like it wasn't like a graze. It was like a touch. I'm gonna keep walking on my shoulder and then slide my hand off.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Because I think that's the first reaction you have when somebody you don't know is touching you. I don't think she would allow that to happen more than once. Just my opinion.
Right.
So sometimes people be overreacting to certain, like I do. Yeah, like be overreacting. Just.
I mean, could she have been nicer? I mean, yeah, but like I said, I've seen like more worse than a regular for something like that. So it's like I think it's acceptable. I'm not saying it's the best reaction, but it's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? She was a little offended by you touching her, so hey, man, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right, my bad. She allowed my bad and explanation. She didn't believe it, but it ain't like she took it, you know, further. Like if she would have kept going on and on and on and on and on about that shit, and making a big fuss and drawing attention, then I would have been like, yeah, she doing too much.
Okay, right. Cammy, show me, you know, the bodysuit.
Oh yeah, oh you know, I was just about that. Okay, let me share this, Sarah. I'm curious on how you feel about this.
Baby girl, how do you prefer your artificial BBL shippers? Do you prefer them
artificial BBL, you know?
You want them medium
for white women.
Them light, short, or even long to enhance your thighs a little bit. Maiden shippers go to suited with all forms of silicone shippers.
It's like this is the extreme.
You need the heat pad, silicone boobies. We have everything for everyone.
If you go to the bathroom and that on it's like spill onto the suit.
It got
there's a
hole there, but
see,
yeah, at the bottom right there.
Yeah, but still, like, I don't know. I don't know how y'all stuff.
It's just hot. Don't be sweaty.
But I want to get one.
So you would do that, Kenda?
Yeah, like how would you? No, I'm not on that kind of time. The most I would do is get a push-up bra. Other than that, no, I'm not. I just go to the gym all the day. Nope. Nope. It's just a little doing too much, bro. So like, it ain't that much for me, man. Nah. How would you deal with that? Like you dealing with a girl, a chick, she looking fine, and this whole time talking to each other for months, and then he took it off and dun. Like, would that be a turn off? Like, I'm not dealing with you, or like, how would you handle that?
She getting clowned. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna clown her about it. What the hell is this? You got this fake ass. I mean, it depends. Like, if I'm comfortable enough to do something with her when she take off her clothes like that, I'm probably just gonna clown her or whatever. But if when she takes
so you're
that
not
off,
gonna hit it while he wearing it?
hell no. That shit look like it's gonna cause some friction. Hell no, that shit probably. That shit look like it's like rubber or latex. That sweat get the. No.
Yeah. Ooh. Right.
I would look at her funny if she wanted to keep it on. What's wrong with you? Weird. I'm trying to feel some real ass. I ain't
Put some
trying to
lingerie
feel.
on, baby.
Take that off.
It
You're a
jiggles
booty
too.
man. So hey, got to keep it on.
I like real flesh. Let me say that. I never had a BBL booty. I don't even. That's why I'm kind of iffy on this. Like, if it still feel like an ass, cool. But if it feel like a brick or some shit like that, I'm good on that. I like it soft and squishy. My bad.
That thing is soft and squishy too. That thing that she has on.
That feel like plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the skin feel ain't.
Closest thing to human skin. You know what I mean? It's
It ain't
closest
close
thing
enough.
to human skin.
Because human skin is warm, man. And I know when you touch the skin, it can send little tingly feelings through. You cutting
my
off
dogs are warm and they're silicone. What are you talking about? I know from experience. My dogs are warm. They're silicone. I know from experience. Well, they're vital silicone. Anywho.
Wow.
Huh?
They feel like babies. That's what you're trying to say? And you feel it.
Real baby Jacqueline.
That's what I thought.
I feel you on that. You know what I mean? Something warm and real soft. You know what I mean? I don't want a silicone man. You know, I feel you. Right? You don't want a silicone woman.
As long as it's under the skin. As long as it's under the skin.
Oh yeah.
Why you think females gonna be making a big fuss about a man putting on a condom? Like, they don't like that latex feel no more than the man like it.
I think that's a reach, Nino.
Okay, I'm just saying what chicks done told me. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, don't they got like plastic ones?
They say it feels better, raw.
No comment.
Oh, so they can feel the plastic. Okay.
I mean, I'm not a woman.
I don't know.
I'm only speaking for the females.
I wouldn't know these, but yeah, man.
One that probably would know want to keep quiet, but I understand.
Look, safety is attractive. So shout out to safe. Go people who's watching this. Wear protection.
I'm not advocating for raw sex. I'm just kind of. I thought
I get what you're saying.
I thought it was kind of obvious to those who were active. I mean, that's if it wasn't no difference, trust me, nobody would have a problem wearing these things. You know what I'm saying? That's why they take it out because it feels better.
But well, you gotta play with your imagination. Imagine if you know how to use your imagination, you can make everything work. So, ladies out there, gents out there, use your imagination.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? Like like the Woodland Toy Store. Make it fun. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hey, she finished it off with this. I don't know. She don't know for real. She's thinking right here. You telling y'all to do some shit she ain't even tried herself. You know what I'm saying? But y'all go ahead and do it.
Yo, hilarious. Yo, me and then after that we can get to the Kendrick decode. Do you think that for this woman, you think that she was too bold and thirsty? Like, how you feel like a woman did this to you, like especially this?
Okay, I'm gonna go over. How you feel if I do this to you?
Yeah, that's what I like for real.
That's what you like for real? You wanna fuck me so bad.
I'm just trying to figure something out.
You really wanna fuck me so bad. What you thought I was gonna overreact?
No, I'm just trying to see how you was gonna react. Cause they paid us, they paid for you and shit.
You're not ready for me, I'm trying to tell you.
What I'm ready for.
You're not ready for me.
He got this mic on his head. He's like, yeah, my soul's on that shit. Yeah, you think I'm thinking I ready my one of them?
How do you feel about this? You think this woman is just way too aggressive, or like,
I guess she wasn't too aggressive with that guy. Me, if you come up trying to grab my neck, I'm gonna grab you. My reflexes is like, yeah, like crazy. So if you come up trying, I'm like, oh, what you doing? I'm gonna snap you up right quick. What you doing? No, I just want to know how would you. Now you see how I will react. But if she wanted to have a conversation and she was attractive after that, I mean, I'll talk to her.
I was just going to ask that. Doesn't it matter if she's attractive or not? Like, what if she's attractive and she, you know, does that to you?
It doesn't matter what she looks like. It's a human being coming at my throat. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to react. I'm not going to react as harsh because it's a woman, so I know I can pick her up or whatever. But if it was a bigger man, I might punch. This is a chick. I'm going to grab her hand that she's reaching at my neck at, and I'm going to grab her shoulder and kind of like push her away from me a little bit, but grab her to look in her face like, what is you doing? And when she speaks, then she can, you know, de-escalate me. Yeah.
That's, I don't know. That's wild, though.
But that wouldn't matter about how she looks. That's just because it's a person. You don't know. Like, I'm anybody could stab you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could put something. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's coming at me like that, I'm going to react. And then once I get the situation, depending on how she looked, like any other situation, that would determine if I continue to have a conversation with her once I figure out what she was doing. That's what I was saying in a nutshell.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. When somebody would walk up to me and grab my neck, man, I'm about to do some. What is it? It's a Chinese karate Chung Fu. Okay, that you know what? Tonight even. Nah. I just don't. I was like, that was messed up.
To be racist.
I know.
Yeah.
At least she caught her.
Rubbing off on me.
She's getting better.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, you know, if I like a guy, bro, that aggression, that you know, I'm walking up and you know what I mean. Say what's up, how you doing? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That all that kind of stuff. But like all that rubbing on them and stuff like that. Like one thing I'm not going to do is try to make myself look thirsty or, you know, lame. You know what I mean? We're not doing that.
Yes. I would never, ever throw myself like on a guy like that. Never.
Yeah,
ever.
that stuff is smooth or nothing.
Not even a damn celebrity, nothing. Nobody.
Right? No man's getting that kind of attention from me. He lost your rabbit behind mom.
You know what they say, shoot or shoot. She just shot with a bazooka. I mean, she might not have needed all that. You know what I'm saying? But it worked though, right? It worked for that guy. So
hey, somebody in the comments section say that the chop ones be doing that. Is that true? You know, the chop, ugly looking ones be this aggressive?
I've never had a woman that aggressive when she come my like that never happened to me. I've had women holler at me, and I've been in the club and the chick walked past me, kind of like gently rub my face as she's going by, but the whole like I'm about to choke you out. I've never had that.
Man, and, women out here choking the men. That's crazy. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say it's always chopped. The one that touched my face, she was cute, but sometimes they're not the best looking ones. I haven't seen do that. Put it that way. Not for me anyway. Maybe a fine guy, you know, somebody who's 6'5". Maybe he's experienced that. I don't know.
Right. Most aggressive thing I know a woman might do is like grab a guy Johnson. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But the throat, will be.
Yeah, I don't know before too. I hate that.
Oh,
so you've had that happen?
Yeah, I've had having that happen since I was in middle school.
Wow.
Like just
I was playing football and I was squatting. Yeah, I've had that happen.
Hey, women like butts too. Y'all be playing with. We like the yeah.
Yes.
No, you don't think you can be
And
my
they don't
wife?
always be chopped either. That's all I'm saying.
Carrie is
Black babe,
hilarious, Carrie.
No, think about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think I would say chop because I think the chop ones don't have the self-esteem to do it. Not all of them, you know what I'm saying? I think like a happy place in the middle. You know what I'm saying? She's not ugly, but she's not like down. Yeah, she ain't 9, 8, 9, 10. Maybe she's a solid 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? 5, 4. But the 3, 2, 1s don't do it, and the 8, 9, 10s don't do it. From my personal experience.
What do you think? Maybe it has nothing to do with the looks, but then just like her personality, if that's just like who she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could go for that. I do think looks plays a part in them not doing it. Like a chick that look real good, she don't have to do all that. She'll do it in another way. She'll get your attention, but she's not gonna like, you know what I mean? Come and grab you or no shit like that.
So you've had women like, like first like initial contact, like would just grab you like that?
No, it's not. It's a touch or a pop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, when I was in middle school, I remember I never forget her name. She used to do it all the time. That's how I met her. Touch my ass. Hey, what's up?
Oh, okay. Ass is a different story. I thought you guys were talking about, the front area. And I was like, because you do hear that a lot. Yeah, you do hear that a lot. Women will grab a guy's,
But yeah, I said but. I never said
Oh, okay. I don't think women would just be grabbing men like that though. Like the front. I'm talking about the front. Like women are just not gonna come up to a guy and grab, and a man in the front.
That's majority cases. It don't happen like that. You know what I mean? Maybe they had a little bit liquor in them, but yeah, I don't think a lot.
Yeah, alcohol make women do a lot of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. Alcohol make women be for the night. Alcohol will have women doing shit they never done before. My girl was a different woman when she come home drunk.
Oh, we.
So,
the good kind of drunk or the not so good kind of drunk?
What you mean by not so good?
Like just yeah, just like like uncontrollable, just like wild,
No,
and not wild in a good way.
No, she more aggressive.
Oh, okay.
Horny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Like liquor.
Yeah, sometimes I'm sorry, Cammy, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, like I always wonder about that, because when I drink, I get sleepy, and I always wanted to, know like how does one get, like drunk to where they could get, they could feel like either happy or, or even anger, and like an angry drunk or whatever.
It's like this is right. This from what I heard, because I'm not a drinker, but I have drank and got drunk. It's got to come from what's inside you, the shit you push down, what your inhibitions keep from coming out to the surface. When you drink, it takes away all that. So what happens is that shit you usually keep down, depressed deep down inside you, comes to the top. So if it's not there, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have like a lot of anger that'll come out, or maybe you didn't get drunk enough where your inhibitions weren't weak enough to let that part come out. But yeah, it's typically you gotta have it in you, That's you ever heard saying what is it? A drunk tongue speaks the truth or some shit like that. Like when they drunk.
Yeah.
Because they ain't the inhibition's gone, so they don't whatever was keeping them from saying what they really felt before is gone now. So now they gonna say it.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I never knew you felt that.
Oh damn. Okay.
Drunk or angry.
I just get sleepy, and the next thing, So I gotta be one of those like like pass out drunk because I get sleepy and then.
Do you get hangovers?
I got one time, and after that I swear I would never drink vodka again. It was off vodka.
I know a hangover was good. Because I know it's like,
Huh?
oh, you hang over from the good side effects at first.
Hangover is never a good thing because you feel sick and stuff like that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a horrible time.
Uh-huh.
That's
It's
part
like,
of the
oh,
reason I tell you don't drink, Cammy, because you don't want to find it out. It's like being sick without being sick.
uh-huh. Yes. Feel nauseous and stuff like that. You know, I like
Headache, tired.
yeah. You know, I was hanging out with you know, it was just a bunch of, you know, girlfriends and stuff. We were dancing, just, you know, having fun, you know, jumping up and down, and then next thing you know, it was the next morning. I'm like, I don't even remember what happened. And then ever since I'm like, no, yeah, I'm not doing this again.
When you get bored, Zyrax, do you fall asleep?
Well, say that again.
I said, like, if you get like real bored, do you fall asleep?
Yes.
Maybe that's what it is. When you get drunk, ain't shit to do, so you get bored and go to sleep. If you was drinking where it was an event or something going on, then your fun side will come out.
Oh, okay. I've never looked at that.
Nothing to do. You drunk.
Like, why does he do that, bro?
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
What do you drink? Tequila?
Yes, I like, you know, I like Patron. I like
James.
Patron. Yeah, well, tequila. I also like Bacardi. Was it Bacardi?
Yeah, Bacardi is kind of a rum. It might got a tequila.
Yeah.
Rum.
Oh yeah, I love rum.
It could be what you drink too, because sometimes people. I'm not a drinking expert, but some people say the white hit them different than the dark. You know what I'm saying? So and tequila make them feel different than, you know, the dark cognac or brandy or whatever. I don't know. To me, I just get drunk. But they say sometimes the alcohol can, you know, bring out something different. So I don't know. Maybe try something else.
You know, interesting. It's the reason why I like Patron, because it's the Patron, the white one, not the, you know. Yeah, and so it just goes out smooth, and I just, you know, I just remember like, you know, like feeling good, but then next thing you know, yeah, I start to feel sleepy, and then I'm knocked out.
Be bored. I'm feeling good. Ain't shit to do though. What? Get a good sleep.
For real, I pass out for hours.
Yeah, I ordered some Gorilla Super Glue gel, so hopefully that will fix my microphone situation.
I don't know why you're having such a hard time, like, you know, like, yeah, putting it in.
I swear, I've been twisting it and everything. Oh, dang.
Maybe not enough straight, Tommy.
Wink, wink. Huh?
Maybe not enough straight. Straight?
Oh, well, I'm not that weak. No. I was twisting it. Like, I was everything. It just don't. It's not enough space. Like, when it go in, the gray part is. I don't know. Like, it's gonna be this hard to do it. Like right here, you see it. No, let me do this. It don't even fit all the way in. Like, it's not even that. It just, you can't really see it. It don't fit all the way in.
Yeah, you don't got the strength to push it all the way in.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta kind of hammer it in. Because you see the bar right there? You gotta kind of force that in. You know, that's to keep it from just sliding off.
Well, because it was crazy. Because last time when I first ever did it, I put it.
Probably easier to go in the first time than the second.
That's what she said, you know. Yeah.
See if your father can put it on for you.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, but he get off when he get off. Just tell him, yeah, can you think you can put this mic on your beat, Daddy? So, baby, get you. Sweet baby, get you. What is wrong with you? Got tools, use them. Can't even use them. A man, hold a man, and then have Daddy come in there and put the daggone mic together.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. You know, I love me my cotton candy, Mike. You know, daddy be hating. But, you know.
Matches your room.
I know, right? I've been building my room by brick by brick. I just gotta have more pictures in the background, but yeah, I got my teddy bear. My teddy bear looks sad though. Like I be trying to flush it up, and it just like
I'd be sad too. I was in the bed with you. I couldn't help it. It was the joke was just right there.
Yeah. Hey, at least I don't be sweating. You gonna sweat after my teddy bear. My teddy bear, well, no, you know, never mind, bro. Never mind, leave me alone. But let me see my collection clip. Let's see what we got. We got a Kendra G clip. I feel like I've seen. No, I don't know if I've seen this one. Hey, y'all think I've seen this or no? This clip. Right
I've never seen it before.
Oh.
I might have, but go ahead and play it anyway. I don't remember. She's familiar though.
Yeah, her face looks familiar. Now that I'm looking at her, she looks familiar. But I was saying before, it's like, why when a woman go on the piano, why do they be looking? They always in a freaking row naked, or they not put together. Like I don't know.
She like she in the car on the way to the grocery store or something.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I think I believe like to go on there, like you don't know when she's gonna pick you, and so you could be waiting for like maybe hours so she calls you. So that's why like people are doing stuff while they're waiting, because I do hear that a lot of times they're like, "Oh, you're talking to me," and so yeah.
Kendra be pissed when she said like, "Well, of course, when you called it right." You be ready to grow fit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, true.
Yeah, I get that, right? But it's like if you know you about to go do some shit, why are you calling in?
That's true.
I think that's Kendra's point. It's like, why are you calling me? You know damn well you about to go in the club. You still on hold.
Yeah, but I don't think she gets through all of them, all the calls, because I bet a lot of people call, and so yeah, like I don't know how like they vet or or they do what like companies do, like whoever first come first serve or whatever, and so maybe that's why.
I just think a rational person would be like, I'm about to do some shit that if they were to answer the phone, I don't want to be caught while I'm doing this shit or while I'm looking this way. So I'm just going to hang up. I didn't get through this time. Maybe I'll try again next time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think, a normal person would do, and to do something outside of that, I think it's kind of weird. Because why are you on hold while you're in the grocery store, looking for Infamil or some crazy shit? Like, why are you still holding on?
Yeah, that's true. Because like you should already know what she's expecting. Like a Kendra cam. Like full body, whatever, and asking these type of questions. So yeah, you should. Yeah, because in a way, it's sort of like an interview.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to show your best side, right? Because you want to be picked.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
But again,
I'm just eating a Tootsie Roll. No, mommy. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, you ready?
Oh my gosh, I have a little bit of a I want to ask you. Okay, so I have not had luck so far, and not that like I'm looking for it to be fast or easy, but oh my goodness, with the scams and the fake accounts.
Have you been on? Okay, have you been? This your first time on the show, or you?
Yes, AI man came at her. DM. She thought it was real.
On the show.
No, this is my first time.
Okay. Yes, I will say this. We definitely are doing our best to get rid of the catfish accounts. Oh God, I think I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Okay,
I got my cold.
One more time. I got one.
Yeah. Yo, I've been having this call for like 3 weeks straight.
Oh no, I can't be getting sick. But so we are doing our best to get rid of the fake accounts. I think this will help you because you'll get a chance to show your personality.
Yeah.
Yes, all dating apps kind of have that issue. So I'm happy you're not allowing them to mislead you. But I have to say this, dating is I think this is the problem. You guys expect to just get instant success with Prince Charming, and it's actually never worked that way.
Yeah.
It's never worked that way. So you have to be patient when it comes to dating, and you also have to, let me see what you want first. Okay?
Okay.
Can I ask a question? Because I watched a little bit of Kendra G. Has there ever been like any successful Kendra G stories?
I haven't heard.
Like,
It probably, you know what? I do remember two people getting married, right? And so Kendra did a follow-up video with them, and they were together. They got married in like 4 or 6 months. Crazy dumb shit like that. But then later on, they ended up breaking up.
I think I know which one you're talking about, Nino. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was complaining about that. She was looking for a new man. So.
Oh wow.
That's about.
Has Kendra ever been married?
Who?
Kendra, I don't think so.
Married?
No.
She was engaged, I think.
No, she never been married. No kids.
Oh.
Which is cool to me.
Shout out to her. Okay. She's still fresh. No kids, not married. Shout out to Kendra.
All right, okay. What's your name again?
Courtney.
Courtney, where are you calling me from?
I'm from the East Coast, but I now live in Missouri. I moved cross country.
Okay. How old are you?
I stopped counting at 40. I'm not over 45, but I'm 40.
Yeah.
But I now live in Missouri. I moved cross country.
Okay. How old are you?
What you said, Nino?
So you always rewind.
Oh yeah.
Now live in Missouri. I moved cross country.
Okay. How old are you?
I stopped counting at 40. I'm not over 45, but I'm 40.
I just stopped counting at 20. What? How is she still fresh?
What?
The couche have not been used up like that, player one. Leave her alone. Go ahead, Nino.
No, I was saying she's saying she stopped counting at 40, but she's not older than 45, so I'm 40. Like, why don't you just say I prefer not to say? Jesus.
That's so childish. Ooh, wee. Okay, we'll see. You look 40, so you don't have to worry about seeing. We get it. But.
How old are you, Courtney?
40. I think I'm 43, but I don't.
I think.
Wow, well, come on, just get you though. Yeah, you got dementia? Like, what's going on here? Just tell us. Okay.
Don't really.
Okay, so Courtney, here's the deal. Do you want to date a liar?
No, of course not.
Okay, so then you can't start off being a liar. Here's the problem right here, ladies. You cannot be who you don't want, right? So you can't be afraid to tell your age and then you want to hide that. You have to be your authentic self in order to get somebody to date you authentically. So if you're not
I just don't want to count. I just don't want to. I like to think of myself as 40. I guess that's just a mental thing.
Yeah, you want to create a make-believe narrative. So when a man comes to you with a make-believe narrative, don't be mad at him. Because that's what you want to do.
Okay, fair.
So I'm happy we got here. I'm happy we got here. Because the first thing you said is you're having a challenge. You're not having the greatest luck. Well, in the 10 seconds of me starting to ask you questions, I can see that there's some things on your own end.
You think how she's acting is a red flag to begin with, or it's not? It's a nothing burger, even though it's a little childish.
It's a little annoying. It's like, come on, man. Like, I get it. Maybe you're trying to be cute or funny or something, but then, like, when she press her, she's still like, well, I just like to think, it's a mental thing. I'm like, damn, you got mental things already? Let me write that down. Yeah, it's a red flag. Is it a big red flag? For her, it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be honest. From my opinion as a man, I think the better you look, the more red flags you can acquire before you cancel out. You know what I'm saying? You get a little more leeway the better you look.
Of course.
I think women is the same way, right?
Yes. And that's what I was gonna mention that I forgot. Then like a lot of times, yeah, like you guys like to say, oh, women, a woman has standards for the guy that she's attracted to, but then and I think it's the same way with men too. Like the hotter she is, the lower the standards are, and yeah, and just like women, the more attractive he is to her, yeah, the lower her standards go.
No, everybody. I don't think men are saying women shouldn't have standards. You think that's what they're saying?
No, I didn't say that. I said that they because they the the red pill space tend to say women only have standards for or her for men that that they don't find attractive. They say that, but then I'm not saying that that's that's the case. Because women, I mean, like every woman, like we all have some sort of standards. It's just that, yeah, like the hotter the person is to us, we tend to, we tend to lower the standards. So if a guy that we really like, or a guy that we sort of, kind of like, will like make that person wait or whatever, but the person that we really like, yeah, like we tend to shorten that or whatever, yeah. And I'm saying it works both ways because men do that too.
I don't think it's the same.
How's it not the same?
Yeah, you think oh, go ahead.
Nah, because I think men will tolerate a lot, even from a woman that don't look that well. You know what I'm saying? It's just not as much, you know what I'm saying, as you probably would the girl that look good. And the older it gets, the older he gets, right, the less likely that is to happen, right? You get what I'm saying? Like the older he gets, the less a woman looks matter to him. You know what I'm saying? Because the older he gets, the more he's looking for like peace at home. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be a part of a relationship, not the bad. So the older he gets, the more he learns about women, the more he builds up higher standards and higher walls. And women start out the gate with y'all standards, and that should continue well past menopause. And y'all standards are super high, and I believe they should be higher as a woman than a man's standards. But I think some women's standards are unreachable, and then they cry about being single. So you're the cause of your own problem because you have standards so high that nobody can reach, and you complaining that you can't find nobody.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to let those women cry.
We're not supposed to let them cry, right? If we let them cry, then we're insensitive bastards, right?
No, how else is she gonna know that her standards are unrealistic? Gotta let her cry.
No, we just answering her question. That's all. She's still gonna cry. She doesn't stop anyway. So it's not like what we're doing is stopping her from crying. It's basically, essentially, oh, I got a problem. Oh, this is how you fix your problem. I don't agree. Okay, well, about your business and keep having the same problem.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, like, yeah, people are gonna complain no matter what, but what we consider valid, that's the problem. Because we tend to validate every person's problem just because they voice their opinion, they voice their complaint or whatever online, and we seem to think that, oh yeah, just because this broad complains, it's valid. Like, no, you're supposed to just keep it pushing because her her problem is not
You ever heard of
go ahead.
Squeaky wheel gets the oil?
Yes.
That's just how things work.
I know, but
that's almost in nature. The bird is squawking and got his mouth open the widest. Get the food first.
I know that is true.
So that's all the situation is. They're the ones screaming the loudest, crying the loudest, getting more views because they're actually probably attractive or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And so more people are hearing them than as opposed to somebody else who probably ain't even talking about their issues, but got them.
I know. God, you said that, and it just brought back like like childhood trauma. Good Lord.
My bad.
No, it's all good.
Mm.
I'm just reminded, like when you're born, and like when you have a lot of siblings, I think the more siblings you have, the more emotional, like trauma that you might have. Maybe I shouldn't even say trauma because it's not. So maybe triggers is the better word because it's not like because when I think of trauma, I think of something like that's horrible, But if you're just triggered, it just makes you think about the past and how you were treated and stuff. But then it's a thought, you acknowledge, you move on. That's how I think in a way that's how you should sort of deal with little stuff. I'm not talking about the big stuff that would traumatize a person, but yeah, like the more siblings you have, you're just gonna have, because you're always gonna fight for your parents, validation, approval. And so the quiet one, while the quiet one does all the work and stuff, the quiet one always gets overlooked by the loud, lazy one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how it goes. That's the one that figured out how to get their attention.
I know. I was an idiot.
No.
I thought being quiet, being good, make sure you do, you do all the work, because that's what your parents tell you, right? You do all the, you do all the work. That means you're a good kid. But then yet,
Yeah, that's the way it should be. But what it should be, what it is almost always two different things.
Mm.
And I think that's why the loud ones, I don't pay attention to the loud people, because I know that's that's just that's laziness. Because that's how my siblings, they used, they were, when they don't want to do something, they they cry, not actual cry, but then they whine and complain and stuff, so they get away with it. And then I have to come and clean up their mess and stuff like that. So that's why now even with my kids, the loudest one, I pay no mind, because I know you're just trying to get out of it. And 99% of the time, that is the case. Trying to get out of doing chores and stuff. Mm-mm.
Right, yeah.
Sorry, I just went on a.
Hey, glad you
You
cut it off.
good.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Cammy. Back to the
You good, Jaja. Well, I think I changed the layout. Let me do this.
The video not playing in case you think it is.
Oh, it's not playing. Oh, my bad. I forgot. Okay. Back at it.
I feel that sometimes women in particular, you want this amazing man, but then you want to keep all the things that you want to share a secret. It don't work that way, honey.
Yeah, fair. I'm open to constructive changes, so that's fair.
Okay. So how old are you, Courtney?
I'm 43.
Okay. Do you have any children?
I do.
Okay. How many kids?
I have 4.
Okay. How old are your 4 kids?
I have a daughter who's 21.
Mhm.
I have a son who's 10.
Okay.
I have a little girl who's 4.
Okay.
And I have one more who's 7 months old.
Okay. By how many men?
7 months. Oh, my woman. You should be. Not be talking about. Instead of being on Kendra G to trying to find another baby daddy, how about take care of your kid?
Ooh, that's like me with a newborn.
Why you got, you 7 months pregnant? Your time to be how you got time talking and dealing with another man when you got a 7-month baby? I don't know that. I'm sorry, people. Shout out to them, I guess.
3.
3 men. And why are you not with the 7-month-old?
It took some time, but I decided that I wasn't I couldn't grow in that relationship anymore. So we amicably, we split up.
Okay. And have you ever been married?
Yes.
When did you get, how many times?
I've been married once, engaged twice, married once.
What, was you married to do the 4 month and 7 month and a 4-year-old have the same dad?
Yes.
They do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So which dad did you marry?
The 10-year-old's dad.
Got you. Okay. So we're divorced. What do you do for a living, Courtney?
I'm medical. I don't know if you can see my scrub.
Okay, medical.
Oh yeah, she's a nurse or something like that.
And,
Okay. Put that outfit on and know that, hey, look.
So, and what's your zodiac sign?
Working.
I'm a Leo.
I'm Leo. All right. So we got Courtney, Missouri, 43, Leo, moms of 4 kids, 5 3 men, was once married, works in medical. So what kind of men are you looking for, Courtney?
A man who is honest, obviously, but we gotta be fair on that. So honest man, and someone, I guess, just who has their head on, who has been through enough experiences that they've learned enough and want to be an active, helpful, or just participating, parent. I have to be obviously interested in kids or like kids to be with me because I have an array of ages. And I like children.
Yeah, that's a lot of different ages.
I like kids. Want someone who likes kids.
So do you mind if he has 4 kids?
No.
Okay, so you don't mind if he has 4 kids. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes and no. And my only reason of saying yes is just because I wouldn't want him to become dependent on me from where I'm at financially. So I would want someone to at least be stable themselves.
So is there a dollar amount to that?
Not exactly. I mean, let's say you make $50,000 a year, but you're an investor, or that you're not really a consumer. You're not out shopping, buying everything, in sight. Then you're saving more money. You may not make a lot of money, but you're able to do something with what money that you have. So in the same way, you're a $100,000, earner, but you're broke because you maxed out your credit cards or you want to be cute. I'm not that kind of person. I'd rather be stable and invest.
You think so far she's, you know what I mean? She's sounding okay?
This portion sounds okay.
Okay.
But she kind of got to be that because she got 4 kids. Might be a daddy. She can't demand so much. I think she knows that. So she's being reasonable. You know what I'm saying? To a degree.
Right.
With this
As
part.
she should. As she should.
Right. Yeah. I think okay when she said about should the guy had 4 kids, she looked kind of like, I don't know about that one, but
She said she like kids, so it's chess. So she knows what she just said, so she can't have an issue with that.
Oh yeah, she did say that.
Kendra is definitely looking for something to pin on her. She ready to go in. Look at her face.
I know.
You can look at her. She like.
Because she seems like a nice lady, you know what I'm saying? She's a little annoying with the age, but since then she seems fairly nice. Kendra like, bitch, say the wrong thing. On you like white on rice. Look at that. That's that old Negro scowl.
You try to dictate what you do.
My grandma used to look at me on my flower side. She knew I did something wrong.
Come on, girl. Come on, keep up. You're doing good. Don't.
And grow my money versus, trying to look cute and having stuff.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Lying, perpetrating, and really a negative attitude. Somebody who, he knows everything and doesn't have anything to, he can't be taught anything, or someone who's just really just grouchy or irritated easy. Doesn't have a lot of patience.
Okay. Do you have baby daddy drama?
No.
Okay. So are the men involved in your children's life?
I have good co-parenting fathers. I don't have issues like that.
Okay. So now I wanted to get a couple of things because I wanted to see, because you just came on, you were like, I'm having a hard time. It's not happening fast. So I want to be 1,000 with you, right? So, these are the things that a man is going to think about, right? So you have, you have to remember, I'm a 4. So a man that has money has to think, you know, can I afford this, or what space do I fit in, right? So there are going to be some men who are going to just not, is going to count it out because of the amount of kids. And then I think the 7-month and the 4-year-old, you know, definitely the 7-month-old. Like, certain quality guys are just not gonna touch that. I just want to be honest, right? I'm not God. Here's the thing: I'm not God. I'm not saying that nothing can't happen. I never like to talk in absolute terms, but I do think you have to understand just some of the things that men are gonna think about, right? And when we think of
I think what Kendra G is saying is fair. You know what I mean? Like what Nina was saying. A guy makes, you know, lots of money. Chances of finding that is probably going to be rare and stuff like that. And no offense, you know what I mean? And also, you know, not the best looking thing out there, but yeah. I mean, I think what the woman said was pretty fair. You know what I mean? He may not, you know, make as much money, but if he's, you know, being financially, you know, responsible with his money and stuff like that, you know, that'll be good for her. You know what I mean? I don't think because of the money part, she was crazy about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my opinion on it. And she's so far out of all the stories so far. I feel like she's pretty decent. That's my opinion. I think she's pretty decent. But yeah.
You don't have a strong money requirement, which I thought that's kind of good, because if there's a man that makes a lot of money, he's going to have a lot of options, right? and that's, so then it just always comes down to, are you going to be the best of his options when it comes to that space? So with all your children's dads, it's impossible for all of them.
Well, yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Dad number 1, I waited 11 years after I had my daughter to date anybody else because of what I went through with him. He was in prison, so it was not something that I would ever go back to or deal with. No, that's an absolute no. Because I don't have anything to do with that lifestyle. I wouldn't be in prison, don't do anything that would cause me to lose my, no. Dad number 2, the one I was married to, cheated pretty heavily. And that's why that marriage ended. I mean, prostitutes, it was not pretty. So no, I wouldn't go back with him. We're great as friends. We're okay co-parenting. We both respect each other, and that's great for me. But no, we could not be in a relationship again because there's no trust. And similar with dad number 3. I mean, he had 10 years, and in 10 years, he was not able to.
So why did you stay with a man for 10 years you couldn't marry?
We were best friends for almost 6 years. He didn't start changing and really become a different person almost until almost 7.5 years in. He just kind of fell off.
So when you say 10 years, were y'all in a relationship for 10 years, or you knew him?
Oh yeah. No, we were together for 10 years, and then 7 years in, we had a baby. And then 3 years later, we had one more baby. And that was a surprise. It wasn't planned.
Well, girl, if you're having sex, that's how babies get here, child.
For sure. Well, we all do our thing to try to avoid. I was on birth control. My birth control failed. So it wasn't a planned. It just happened. And I don't believe that lives come into our lives haphazardly. So I don't just kill babies. I'm not into that. So if I got pregnant, I'm going to own up to my responsibilities and love my baby as much as I can. So that's what I do.
Well, no.
Okay, she sounds pretty good. You know what I mean? What you said,
I'm about to say it ain't wrong when she said. When I say it, it's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Hey, no uterus, no opinion. Okay, that's you like hate with that. But yeah, for you, do y'all guys think that besides everything, do y'all guys think it's a red flag, like when somebody had like multiple relationships and it just be felon, or you think that, you know what I mean, things happen? Like I think she said she got like 3 or 4 relationships. Well, most of them was out of marriage and engagement, so I think that that might play a big part. But how do y'all feel about that? You know what I mean? And the reasons.
She said she never been married. She only been with 3 people.
No, she married one of them. She was engaged to 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. She 43. Like she could have been through it all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
There's no way she could tell as much as she did in that short sitting 43 years. You know? But
yeah.
I think that's the No, go ahead.
I kind of stopped listening, like to see, like, because once she said 4 kids, I'm like, I can't see me doing past 2. Sorry. But
yeah, so
she seemed like a nice lady. Like she seemed like the type, you know, she could be a cool friend. She might be good for conversation.
Damn, friend zone. Dang.
Yeah.
Friend zone her. But yeah, man. She like a sweet woman.
Yeah, see, this is a problem. Like, you know, women. That's why you have to be very intentional. Like, we don't have sort of the luxury. I'm gonna say, the luxury to like be like sort of men, because see, like she said that she had, you know, she was with, you know, her first baby's father, and then she was and she waited 10 years to like date again, because, you know, she raised that child. You know, she wanted to raise a child, and that's what a lot of times like women do. You know, they have kids.
Cammy is the most horrible DJ ever.
Wait, no, I can't hear the music. Wait, y'all can hear it?
Yeah. You up and down.
Oh, no, I was seeing, because I can't hear it at all. That's why I feel so empty. Oh, okay. You know what? Never mind. Go ahead, guys.
No, because we go, you know, should we date again? You know, dating too quick after having kids, you know, how long do we wait? And sometimes we're like, okay, you know, we'll wait until the baby's, you know, older. But then, you know, by that, you know, if we wait till the baby's older, then that, of course, you know, we get older. And so then our chances, you know, the fishes that, you know, we're trying to catch, you know, the fishes are, you know, get smaller and smaller and smaller. And so, yeah, like there's like I wouldn't, like, you know, I don't know if she, you know, I don't think any guy's gonna sign up for 4 kids, 3, and Jesus, you know. So I feel her shit. Like if me and my husband, you know, don't work, I'm just gonna be single. Well, actually, no, because my kids are like, you know, they're not so far apart like hers. Ooh wee. Like, what are you doing having a kid at 40?
10, 21.
Yeah, that's the big. She got a 7-month-old. Like no. And already talking about you got to be a good parent. I get you, right? But that's not what I'm trying to hear. For the first time getting to know who you are. It's like, damn. So if I'm going to, that's why I'm like, from what I'm hearing, you're just going to be a friend. At best, I can't say I dislike her. She don't seem like she had a poor attitude or anything like that. But I don't want to. Personally, I'm a dude with no kids. Why would I sign myself on to an already made family? It'd be 1 against 5.
Right.
Yeah, at 40 years old, like nobody want to take care of kids. You know, that's the thing.
I don't mind taking care of my kids or a kid. Yeah.
It's not no infant though. You know, if you're like, 40, taking care of an infant, like, and I don't mind. Like me, I love babies, so I don't mind take care of. But then, you know, like Nino said, you know, I don't mind take care of a kid, but. As long as I could give it away at the end of the day, At 40, yes. I'll babysit, and then, you know, as long as the baby go back to you.
Right. That's a freaking fact.
Yeah. I'm trying to cry too much. Trying to go to sleep. Can't sleep.
I know, right?
No, I love baby. I love baby cry. They're music to my ears.
Oh, yeah.
Music to
Like
her.
Tyler. I don't know. I don't
Maybe
like
it's
they've done
something.
like maybe I don't know.
No, it should be. I don't know, man. I'm thinking maybe it's something that switch off and y'all where the crying don't affect y'all like it do us.
What do you mean?
It's like y'all kind of get, oh my God. I mean, like it's almost like from the crying it kind of hurt y'all, so y'all want to. I've seen some women get frustrated, but them the crazy. But most of them, they kind of have a more. That's the nurturing side. It's like when my dog used to whine all the time. This whining would get on my goddamn nerves. No, it would get on her nerves too. Shit. I don't know, but I just think the crying affects y'all differently.
Well,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
let me take it. I mean, it depends, like a fussy baby. Like, yeah, that's no music to anybody's ears. A fussy ass baby, right? But and like a baby cry, infant cry, yeah, that's because then you could just it needs to be changed or it needs to be fed. You fed and then you sing a lullaby and then it goes back to sleep. That's what I could say. It's music to my ears.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm assuming because like a crying baby is a fussing baby. Like they cry when they want something to eat. They fuss when they want something to eat. They cry when their pamper need to be changed. They like interchangeable. So to me, but to you, it's
But
a different thing.
yeah, because it is different.
What's,
Like my son,
what's the fussy baby? What's the fussy baby?
a fussy baby could be a colicky baby. Like like my son. Oh, I used to think that like boys are like the easiest to raise until I had my son. Ooh, good Lord. He was a fine ass baby, a fussy ass baby, and he was big too. I didn't have. Yeah, I had my babies are like freaking big. My son was almost 10 pounds, and I'm a munchkin.
I don't know. Like, shout out to you, Zaza. I probably fall face front having a baby that big.
That's why I had C-section for all three of them. Yeah, like, yeah, they were too big. Yeah. And so like, I'm a munchkin. So my son was like my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was she was an 8-pound baby, 8.5, but then like weight on a baby girl and weight on a baby boy, it's different. Like my son, even like in my stomach, my son was like yeah, like he was like heavy. My daughter wasn't heavy, even though she was a big baby.
Maybe
So
2 pounds is a lot. Like when it comes to like a specific weight, you can feel that shit.
no, my son was. I don't remember.
He was 10, right? He was 10 pounds and she was 8 pounds.
No, my bad. No, almost what you call a 9-pound baby. There you go. My bad. Not 10 pound. 9-pound baby. My daughter was 8 pound, and then my second daughter was 7 pound. Yeah.
Oh, so they just get bigger as they got on, huh?
No, my oldest daughter was 8. My second was 7, and then my son was almost 9.
Yeah, you go create giants. I see you. What? Yeah.
My husband's the one that was almost a 10-pound baby.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. So yeah, they all take after the dad. But I'm sorry, Cameron, go ahead.
I just take the C-section. I don't care for epidural C-section. Call it a day.
How much did you weigh when you was a baby? Is that right?
I was a small baby. I was like
I'm gonna ask my mom.
Go ahead, Gabby. I believe my mom said I was like a 6-pound. 6, almost 7 pound. Yeah, so I was tiny, and the only problem that she had with me is like I took forever. Like I just would not come out.
As lazy as a baby. It's crazy.
That was just the same with my mom. Me, my sister. They said that you might be able to do regular pregnancy, depends on when she gonna come out. My sister stayed in, so they did the C-section again.
Cammy too. Yep, Cammy lazy too. That's crazy. Say, look, if your baby don't want to come out, just know you about to have a lazy ass baby.
That's an old wife tale that I believe. That's definitely an old wife tale that I believe. Like how they are in your stomach, yeah. When they come out, as you know, they're just like that, which is weird. It's very To me, it's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would take my time. And they gave my mom the shot and everything, broke the water, and I just would not come out. I just didn't care to come out, and this is why, like in real life, I procrastinate. I could take forever.
Jaja, what does it mean if you was out of the stomach and the cord wrapped around your neck and they had a choice to take you out? Like, what did that mean?
My second daughter, that was that happened to her.
Yeah, it's no meaning behind that, Cammy. It's just sometimes happens.
Yeah, because did you move around a lot? Like my second daughter, she moved around a lot, which is why she got wrapped, by the cord. Because she, oh God, this girl, she was a kicker, and because she was tiny, so she was able to move around a lot. So that's why the cord was around her neck.
And the crazy part is, when it comes to my when she had when I was in her stomach, she didn't really have any issues and stuff like that. But when she had my sister, she used to get sick a lot and stuff like that. When she be crying and everything. I don't know. Sister here to lose.
Oh, so your sister was a fussy baby?
Yeah. Well, she was a kid. Well, she was a toddler and stuff. She was getting my goddamn nerves. Yeah. But my mom said I was chill when I was a child. I used to be cool. She said there was a video where I was singing with a broom and dancing and stuff. Like, man.
What about you, Nino? Were you a big or small baby?
I think I was like 7-8 pounds or something like that.
Oh, so the average. Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably around here. But I was born, I think, a couple.
Oh, dang! He said he was 10 or 12. Okay.
Oh,
187.
Hi, 187. Hi, jumping up. I'm sorry, Nino. Go ahead.
I think I was finished.
Oh, he was 8 or 9 pounds. Okay.
Were you a good baby?
I didn't say 8 or 9 pounds. I said 7 or 8.
Oh, my bad. 7 or 8.
As far as I know, I wasn't told I was a bad baby. I don't think I was bad.
Okay. Shout out to y'all.
A little spoiled, only child syndrome.
Yeah. Shout out to the only child out there.
I was like a calm baby, and which is why I took my time to come out and stuff. I was a calm baby. I wasn't like a fussing baby. To the point where I even I was sick and I wouldn't cry. I would just sleep. And my mom got concerned, so my mom took me to the doctors, and then doctor was like, got mad at my mom. It was like, what are you doing? Your baby's, dying. And I was born in, of course, November where it's cold. And so, I had to be, had to be in the, an ICU for a week.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
I don't know. I think about it. My mom said I was a quiet baby. And she said I knew how to talk. I don't know if she said until I was 2 or 2 months after I started talking. Because my aunt knew I could talk, because I guess I would talk to her, but I wouldn't talk to my mother. We'll just make shit.
Oh, Dad.
Oh.
I started walking at not walking. I think she said I was walking at 11 months. Potty trained at 11 months or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn fast because I was my father was in the Navy. So for some reason I had to kind of be on point with shit as a baby.
Oh. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I like my dad wasn't like in the military or anything, but then usually strict like fathers, you know, tend to tend to have like a lot of expectations from especially like the firstborn son. You know, do you think that's still the case now? Like or do you think that has like um that's sort of like like gone away where like fathers aren't because my husband's definitely not like that. Of course, my son, of course, our son, you know, like had a lot of expectations. Oh, you better, make sure like you're the sharpest. You're the, that you could walk before everybody else, talk it before everybody else. You're gonna make me proud. Do you think that still exists today?
Yeah, of course it do. Still men that want their sons to be great, and you know what I'm saying, they think that's the way to do it. So yeah, they still exist. I mean, it's more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? You do it that way, you can do it another way. Who's to say is the best way? So whatever way works. All kids aren't the same. Some kids might benefit from that type of father. Some
Yeah,
kids
but then, but before, like before, like I think it's okay to have that kind of expectation once the kid is starts going to school, right? But before that, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's healthy. I'll just say it like that.
The way I look at it, it's like the foundation got to be right. You know what I'm saying? By the time the kid get a certain age and is in school, it should already have like a certain foundation, a certain knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Once the kid goes to school, now that kid is able to build a whole nother personality you, for the most part, are not going to be aware of or know. You know what I'm saying? You can try to find out. You might get bits and pieces from the teachers, but the teachers don't know the secret talks that your kid's going to have with other students. And, you know what I'm saying? In the playground, at the lunch table, where their personality grows even more. So there's going to be a different side of your kid that you may not know. So you may not have no ability to mold that part. That's why I think it's good to start early building a foundation, because that kid will grab from that foundation that you put in them early before school to determine how they act and correspond outside. You know what I'm saying? If it's built in them, you know what I'm saying? Not that they know it, but they live it. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you get that is kind of by training them early. You know what I'm saying? Repetitive behavior, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, and I don't want to go too deep into it, but I think sometimes that what you're talking about is kind of something similar to that. They want the best out of the kid. They know what it is, so they're gonna start building as soon as that kid can learn something. You know what I'm saying? Why not? And by the time that kid is in high school, he's gonna have every tool he needs foundationally to succeed.
I mean, what you're saying is not wrong, but then like how they actually how they go about it, like the application of it, it's usually not the case, right? Because usually it's like I said, I'm sorry, what?
My bad, I don't mean to cut you off. Is your opinion based off what you see off TV and movies?
Movies? No, that's no experience. And studying child development and psychology.
I'm just asking because it sounds like you describing a movie, and I know guys like that like I know the bad way you're talking about, but I think it's the other way too. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of the same thing, except one is abusive and one is not.
Yeah, I know, and I was just gonna, explain a little bit about what I mean. Because oftentimes it's not that we're not thinking about, oh, I should, have these expectations because I'm trying to set a foundation or instill like discipline and stuff like that. Oftentimes it's not, especially when the baby is still an infant, or like just starting to walk or whatever. It's usually I expect this from me because I want it's a selfish thing. I expect this from you because I want to prove that you're my kid, my gene is better than yours, and that's just usually the case.
No,
And that's not instilling, to me, that's not instilling, like, again, foundation and, discipline in the child. That's just you expecting from your kid to reach or even exceed. And the reason why I said that's not healthy is because say the kid doesn't exceed your expectation, say the kid doesn't even reach your expectation, then you start to feel some sort of way about the kid. And then you start to treat the kid, a little bit different. And then next thing you know, you end up arguing with, your wife or, the baby's mother, and, start to say, oh, that's why this kid's more like you.
Every parent do that.
I know.
Every parent has an expectation from their child. That's what I'm saying. Like I think you just talking about a minority or something where it's an abusive father, you know what I'm saying, that uses the excuses to abuse their children.
Michael Jackson father?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even, I guess you could put him there too. But I'm speaking of like maybe a father who's like a coach, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's really abusive, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't think that abuse is most guys, most fathers that have that attitude. So that's why I'm like, okay, that exists. I got it. I don't agree with that, but I'm saying the healthy way. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, setting, realistic expectations, per milestone, right? That's all I'm saying. But then oftentimes we have unrealistic. I'm not gonna lie, because I had unrealistic expectations, and my husband had to tell me, shit's a baby, it's still a baby. And so sometimes we expect too much out of our kid, and that's where we have to because when we have unrealistic expectations and the kid doesn't reach it, and then we start to feel some sort of way about the kid, and that's what you don't want, because when you start to feel some sort of way about the kid, then that's where you end up like, if say you bonded, the bond starts to get weak.
Resentment.
I was gonna ask just one question. What would be a unrealistic expectation?
Like a kid, like it has to learn how to walk, before one. Not saying that if what you would call it, because see, if the one if the baby doesn't know how to walk by one, oftentimes we go, oh, this baby is, something's going on or whatever, right? And then, when you think that something's going again, when you think that's, oh, how come this baby's not learning? Oh, maybe this kid is slow, it's dumb. And then see, you start to feel some sort of way. And then that's what I mean.
You live in the worst case scenario, because I'm sitting here following you, and I'm putting myself in the scenario. Like, let's say I want my child to walk before one, because I started walking before one. You know what I'm saying? And I get to that
most babies do.
Hold on. I know. So I get to that year, and my baby doesn't start walking. I'm thinking, well, I'm just gonna keep trying. You know what I'm saying? And if it go on too long and there's something wrong, I'm gonna take it to the doctor. But I'm not gonna get mad at the baby. I'm gonna figure out what's wrong. I'm not gonna assume that they're slow until the doctor tells me they're slow. And even when the doctor tells me they're slow, I might not believe the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Until he give me some facts so he can make me understand, and I might be in denial.
Yo, Nino, Josh, I look at the back chat real quick.
But I don't know. Like, I think what you're saying is like just the worst case scenario. I don't think that's a majority at all. I don't know what
on the public chat.
No, the unrealistic expectation is that, expecting your kid to walk, what you call, not before, the healthy expectation is the kid, it's the year mark, right? But the unrealistic is before that, as in like say 8 months or whatever, 8 months or 9 months, because some kids can walk. My second daughter was able to walk at 9 months.
Yeah, I'll be
She could
honest.
walk before she could,
I don't know how old they supposed to be walking. You know what I'm saying?
No, as long as they reach one, then even if the baby can't walk at my oldest daughter, she learned how to walk at like a couple months after one, and that's because her dad would carry her everywhere. Her dad carried her everywhere. That's the first kid, so yeah, so she didn't really walk, because he would just hold her.
That's the parent error.
I know.
Both legs.
Yeah. Well, yes, and then that's what I'm saying. It comes down to the way you view things, right? Like he didn't care about those milestones, so that's why he didn't have expectations out of the kid because he was just.
You be talking about a specific person, and you blanket most men or.
No, I didn't say men.
No, because you started off asking me, right? Do you think most guys or is there a big subset of group of guys or something like that? Men
tend to be more like structure, women tend to be more lax, like more fluid. That's the only reason why I said men, because men, isn't that the case? That's why we want both the mom and the dad, because the dad tends to provide structure, discipline, control, and women tend to be a little bit more fluid.
Yeah, that's true, but I think you need a little both. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if the man is a little too structured or something, just it might be too hard on him or something. The woman's there like da, 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 and they play that little back and forth. But I do think the structure is needed, though.
Well, yes, of course, and that's why, I use myself and stuff. I'm more, about structures. My husband tends to be more, lax. He doesn't, care about those expectations. He's like, they learn whenever they learn. He doesn't have those expectations, but I did, and that's why, like I said, it had, that's why it's good to have someone sort of like knock you down a little bit. Because I think oftentimes parents, you tend to have, high expectations, unrealistic expectations of your kid, especially when they're just a baby. I'm just talking about baby phase. I'm not talking about, as they're, like in grade school, the base, baby, so smart because they could talk, at the month of this. That's what I mean. The talking, that's more of a woman's, expectation.
Hey,
learn how to say mommy before daddy, like stuff like that,
I'm out my depth. I'm not a parent. You know what I'm saying? So
my bad, Nina.
I have no idea.
Oh, wait.
Taking me in the world I'm not familiar with. I didn't know all of this shit existed. You know what I'm saying? I had to take your word for it. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. I don't know. Is that right?
Yeah, man. Ooh, we. Well, this was. Let me see.
Shut it, Moana. Jesus Christ! You shut it. No, I'm kidding.
Right?
I'm kidding, Bronford.
Yeah, Bronx, bro, you full of crap, bro. You need to chill out. You need to chill your behind up, bro. Chill out. But yeah, this was fun, guys. I gotta go. Maybe we might meet, in the lounge. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's up to y'all. Cause I gotta clean up. I feel a little crowded, but you know what I mean. But hope everyone's doing well. I appreciate y'all. I'm part of my coughing. Hopefully I'll get this cough stuff situated, but we'll be. But any final words, guys? Any final words?
Oh, good show, Kimmy. I'll see you around. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you. Let me play the clapping sound for you. I can't hear nothing. Okay. Lady Jaja, any final words, my love?
Thanks for having me up here. And just to answer one of the the questions in the chat. I have 3 kids, and I study child development and child psychology. So
I see you. Been getting in that work. You got down her. You got a PhD.
That's doctor for you, Cammy. That's Dr. Zarak.
Yeah, Dr. Zara's Bryant. Yeah, Dr. Zara. Appreciate you. I put you in the back.
Sorry, Cammy. Let me say one more thing too, Cammy. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because you saying what group of people are doing this? Well, by you asking that question, that means that that answered my question. That men aren't being like that anymore. Because to say them, again, I'm simply talking about expectations of a baby. That's it. That sometimes we tend to have unrealistic expectations. Like we want our baby to be like this. We want our baby to be like that. I'm talking about the infant, baby age. I'm not talking about when they're, grade school and stuff. We want our kids to walk like as early as possible. We want our kids to, talk as early as possible. To say that, we don't have those expectations, I don't know. Because those are those are the milestones that you're supposed to, that's how you measure if the kid is developing right. Not about development here. Okay, I'm sorry. That's it. Thank you, Cammy, for having me up here. I always enjoy
Appreciate you.
Going online with you. So thank you.
Appreciate you. I enjoy your time too. Let me take a second.
Jeremy, you late.
I was just trying to say that. Speaking of, shout out to Jeremy, but you were late to the party. Bump. I appreciate you guys for coming through. I had a great time. Shout out to everybody.
Say hi to him, Cammy.
All the faces.
Say hi to him.
You know what I mean?
Okay, no.
Salute. No, long time. Hope you doing well. Appreciate you guys. Hope y'all doing well. We're gonna be out here. Probably gonna be back Saturday, but tomorrow I'm gonna put a pre-record video out. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to do my pre-records very consistently, especially next week. So be on the lookout and try to pull out shorts. But live streaming is definitely obviously gonna be there. But I'm gonna do my pre-records. But I appreciate you guys, and until next time, me and Zada are out the building.